Dale Lally passed away this week after a battle with cancer. Dale was a tireless worker as a contributor to Steelers.com and as the co-host with Matt Williamson of The Drive, one of the NFL's top-rated and most beloved podcasts. Dale leaves behind wife Amy, sons Noah and Tanner, and daughter Madeline. Dale Lally was 56 years old. This is Rob King. That concludes today's pregame show. Kickoff between the Steelers and Patriots in Foxborough from Gillette Stadium is coming up next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The only station where you get Randy Baumann mornings and Steelers football is 102.5 WDVE Pittsburgh.
Hi, this is Megan Calusi, and right now during Chevy Truck Month, you can dominate the road ahead in a new Silverado from Calusi Chevrolet.
That's right, and I'm Tim Calusi. Right now, qualified buyers can get 2.9 APR financing for up to 72 months on select Silverado trucks.
An ultra-low rate to get you into the truck you've always wanted. That's the Chevy Truck Month advantage.
Shop all our inventory online at Calusi.com.
Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
Tackle any project when you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. They'll put together a game plan that's a winner every time you need materials for your project. And their new showroom is now open. Stop in to check it out and see everything you need in person. Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and much more. They'll help you get to the red zone of your project every time. Check them out online at cgrwholesaleroofing.com.
You see the skyline, you drive over the bridges. We built that. Ironworkers Local Union Number 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. And you can start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train, build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wages over $27 with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com and apply now before time runs out.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week, we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Pella Windows, viewed to be the best. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2025, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. By Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Henny Jewelers, Pittsburgh's choice jewelry store for engagement rings, luxury jewelry, and watches. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride and a price you'll love. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Can your bank do that? Welcome to FNB. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
This legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the National Football League and the Pittsburgh Steelers for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of the National Football League or the Pittsburgh Steelers is prohibited.
Back at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the coin toss is taking place, the Patriots won the toss. They've elected to receive, and so we'll get our first look at Drake Maye, a fine young quarterback. And Missy, Peyton Wilson has a connection to Drake Maye, who in turn has a connection to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's right. NC State, UNC. They played twice in college between Peyton Wilson and Drake Maye. Peyton said this week if he needs to, Drake can get out of the pocket, makes lots of plays with his feet, a well-balanced quarterback who throws well and runs well. Drake Maye also talked about his admiration growing up watching Aaron Rodgers. He was playing baseball and other sports, wanted to know how to grip a football. He looked up Aaron Rodgers' grip, said he's just unbelievable at play fakes, his intensity, and drawing guys off sides. Upstairs to you, Rob.
All right, Missy, thank you very much. And Maye, with that escapability, the ability to scramble, that's going to be something the Steelers defense is going to have to deal with. He's scrambling less than he had in his rookie year so far through 2 games, but it's always there, that ability to run for 35, 40 yards a game.
And I think that's one of the key things when you look at Drake Maye. I had him over the last couple of years at UNC, and the one thing I've noticed, that escapability is good, but sometimes it makes him a little jittery as well. He's more apt to get out of the pocket. So that contained rush of the outside backer is going to be key to compress around him and force him up and in to where the teeth of this defense is.
Now, this part of the game, and we're watching the Steelers kick left to right in front of us. Patriots wearing the red with the white pants, Steelers the white shirts with the gold pants. The first play of preseason, Travion Henderson took it 100 yards for a touchdown. And then last week, Antonio Gibson took it 90 yards for a touchdown. This kickoff return team for the Patriots can be very dangerous. Here's the boot. It's going to be Gibson. He's going to take it right at the goal line, far side of the field, heads up the hash, crosses the 20, angles to the right sideline, and is stood up at the 26-yard line. So task number 1, good job by the coverage.
Whew! All right, we are off to a decent start, and that's now normal NFL starting position. Remember, a week ago against the Seahawks, they were getting out beyond the 35 for an average on those kickoffs. So attention to detail for Danny Smith in this unit this week to make sure that they corral, locate, and keep guys compressed.
Marking at the right hash at the 27-yard line. Maye under center. Ramondre Stevenson has the lone setback. Tightly bunched formation. The turn to give to Stevenson straight up the gut, and Stevenson will cross the 30 and get out to the 31-yard line. So a pickup of about 4 on that first down run. And this became an area of concern last week. Seattle just started running it straight up the middle against the Steelers defense.
Yeah, and Seattle, it was a lot of attention to the left and then cutting back up into the middle. So getting flow because of our backers running so fast over the top and then cutting it back and kind of riding the backside wave on the cutback lane. So that's something they have to be very disciplined on the backside to stay in their possible lanes.
Maye on a 2nd and 6 in the shotgun, gesturing to his left. Now settles back in, gets a snap. Back to pass, looking right. Now steps up in the pocket and is going to be taken down. A sack on the play as Cam Hayward gets in there and drops him for a 1-yard loss at the 30.
This is what you have to do with Drake Maye. I said it in the beginning. Rush, contain, and then compress in. You don't want to give him an outlet left or right. We talked about that with Peyton Wilson. He knows how to play this guy. But defensively, keep everything bottled up. Don't allow it to break contain.
First sack of the year for Cam Hayward, 4th for the Steelers defense. Maye in the shotgun now on a 3rd and 7. Stevenson wanders up to the line of scrimmage, 2 H-backs, empty set. Maye gets a snap. Back to pass, looking right, looking steps up, hit as he throws, and it almost intercepted. Dropped by Chuck Clark. The pressure came from T.J. Watt, and Clark had it right in his hands.
I mean, and there's a flag on the field, and it's in the holding area. I don't know if it's defensive or offensive holding in this situation.
And now the Patriots offense started to go off the field. Now it looks like they're coming back on the field. Let's get the call from Cleveland.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Wish they had a number on that.
Yeah, I didn't catch a number.
Yeah, that's one of the tough ones. I mean, T.J. Watt came howling off the edge, gave an inside move to Morgan Moses and hit Drake Maye right in the face, and it hit Chuck Clark right in his hands. But all for naught because of the illegal contact by somebody with a white jersey.
Harmon is checked into the game. He's inside T.J. Watt on the far side of the field, the left defensive side. They're going to run right in that direction. Now the ball is loose. The ball is loose, and it is picked up and it's recovered by the Steelers. Slay at the 45-yard line of the Steelers, wandering back, trying to cut back, and finally taken down at the 46. So they don't get the turnover that wouldn't have counted before. They do get it here. Nick Herbig causes the fumble, recovered, and now the Steelers will have the ball at their own 46-yard line.
Karma kicked in. And I think that's one of the things that we have to say is that we don't know who the illegal contact was. They get a fresh set of downs, and then right there, Nick Herbig, second week in a row with the big play.
Well, it looks like was it? So
Okay.
The penalty before was on Chuck Clark. It was actually Cole Holcomb. I beg your pardon.
Okay, Holcomb, 55, not 51.
Right.
Good strip sack, good recovery by Slay. It was a scrum at the bottom. Steelers get the ball near midfield. This is a good sign. It's a good omen, Kinger.
Yep. Not only coming up with a stop, but getting great field position. Now the officials standing around in the field, and it looks like they're going to move the ball over to the left hash. So replay was taking a look, and now they're going to come back to the right hash again. So the Steelers huddle has moved over to the left, and they're going to have to. Now they're going to have to move back.
This is like the
over to the right
replacements.
again.
This is like the replacements. Where's Shane Falco at, man?
So they're trying to get their, trying to get the 10,000 steps in here, marching back and forth.
Well, they should have put their arms around it and did the little scoot job. That would have made it good.
So Jalen Warren is the lone setback as the Steelers break the huddle. The crowd here in Foxborough trying to exhort their defense. Aaron Rodgers is under center. He brings Skoranek left to right in motion, gives the ball off the left side to Jalen Warren. There's a flag on the play. Looked like somebody from the Patriots jumped.
Jumped
and this is going to be a
offsides.
free 5 yards, and that is the initial indication.
That was a great run play. +5, right?
Right.
Just the way we called it.
Offside, defense number 44. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Caleb Chasen, and without having to run a play, well, they did run a play, but without having a play count, the Steelers had the ball in Patriots territory on their opening drive at the 49-yard line.
We got Jumbo set in, Spencer Anderson in the game declaring. So we've got 6 offensive linemen in this formation.
And Darnell Washington, Jonnu Smith, and Metcalf are wide left here in this formation. Warren is to the right of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. And Warren will throw out quickly to Metcalf. He's got those big blockers in front and straight down the left sideline across the 40 and down to the 35, maybe the 34-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
And that was a great play design. Get all the attention to the offensive right side, defensive left side. Where you see Darnell Washington and Spencer Anderson lined up outside of it, you're thinking it's going to be heavy run to the right. They throw a quick screen out to the left, or what we call a now route, or wide receiver flare screen. And DK Metcalf, man, I mean, business decisions when you want to tackle that dude. He is a big guy moving fast downfield.
Yeah, clever use of huge personnel with Washington and Smith, the blockers. Now the pitch to Warren. Warren off the left side, cuts back to the right, finds a gaping hole, and picks up first down yardage as he will rumble for 10 yards off the left side.
And that was what we call an offensive explosive play right there. There it is.
They're going to give him 9, Max. They're going to give him 9.5.
9 3/4.
So they'll come
9
right out under
3/4
center.
on that
So
one.
much for the explosive play. That ties the season-long run for Jalen Warren. 9-yard pickup officially. Now Rodgers pointing and gesturing towards Spillane, the inside linebacker for the Patriots. Now settles back under center. Turns and gives to Warren. Warren will make a man miss and slashes through the hole and picks up positive yardage down to the 15-yard line. The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz, and nice little steady diet of Jalen Warren here.
And 2 great runs, 2 9-yard runs, because it's not quite explosive. That was like 9 3/4 again. Jeez, we just can't get the 10th yard.
Platform 9 3/4.
That's right. Well, Hogwarts Express there.
As Rodgers under center here now. Tight formation. 2 receivers to each side. The turn and the give. And Warren has a gaping hole again and pinballs his way inside the 10 and down to the 9. I mean, that was a massive hole. Nobody touched him until he was 4 yards downfield.
Listen, I think the offensive line is figuring out that they can be hammers and not nails in this offense. I mean, these are just great plays, and they are keeping the pressure on this New England defense.
In the shotgun, Rodgers has Warren to his right. Fryermuth in an H-back to the right, has Smith that way as well. 2 receivers split to the left. Gets a snap and gives straight up the middle to Jalen Warren. Plows towards the 5-yard line. A little bit of a scrum and going to be very, very close to first down yardage inside the 5 down to the 4. And they're indicating first down.
This is the type of offense that you expected to see from this Steelers offensive line, and they have answered the call. They've heard the moans and the groans of the fans and everyone out there. They see what their numbers are, and right now, physicality is on the menu.
Rodgers under center. 2 tight ends to the right of the formation. Metcalf split to the right, Austin to the left. Now Rodgers will communicate. And again, the crowd loud here down by the goal line. He's able to talk to his eligibles, get back under center, get the snap, give to Warren, and Warren a hole off the right side and leaning toward the end zone, and he's going to be just short, just outside the 1-yard line as well. They'll mark him.
I love this approach by the Steelers. It has been run, run, run. They threw one screen, and it has been right in your face, right straight downhill, B-gap to B-gap run game, and allowing the offensive line to stay in tight concert. We talked about this first 2 weeks, more spread, more outside toss zone. They are going right at the teeth of this New England defense.
Rodgers under center as Warren is a lone setback. Darnell Washington in motion left to right. The snap, the give, and Warren this time some penetration by Chason kind of messed that play up a little bit, and he was able to get back close to the line of scrimmage. Actually, they're going to give him a loss of a yard in the play back to the 2-yard line.
And that one, there was a lot of motion in the backfield. You sent over Darnell Washington to kind of clip the edge. Jonnu Smith got pushed back a little bit in that moment. So they stiffened in this moment, lost it. Jalen Warren kind of got bounced off and kind of stuttered his feet. This is a play when you're this close to the line, you've got to come with a full head of steam and your hair on fire.
Rodgers in the shotgun, crowd on its feet. Warren is to his right. Washington to the right. And the snap and the throw toward Washington. Some contact flag comes in, and it's going to be pass interference on Austin.
Well, when you have Mount Washington over there, all you can do is try and climb that mountain. And right there.
Pass interference, defense number 28. Penalty occurred in the end zone and placed the ball at the 1-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh.
And it's Alex Austin called for that penalty.
And he grabbed both shoulder blades because he's like, I don't know what to do with this guy. He's going to run through my chest. I get scared too and start wanting to hug and make friends. And right there, brand new set of downs, just like the Steelers with that illegal contact. Penalties that really help the opposing offense. And I expect you got to try and pound this in just to set an identity for yourself to start this game.
Gainwell, the lone setback, has his heels in the 10-yard line. Ball marked on the 1. The pitch to Gainwell to the left. Gainwell sprinting, and he is in for the score. Kenneth Gainwell, touchdown Steelers. An impressive opening drive set up by the fumble recovery, scooped up by Chuck Clark.
Welcome, Mr. Gainwell, to the touchdown club here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Beautiful job. Heavy set to the right in a goal line position and a little pitch at 9 boot out the back door. And, of course, Kenneth Gainwell, a speedy scat back type of guy, saw nothing but pay dirt, took the angle, and went from point A to point B, which was the end zone.
So Slay, I beg your pardon, Slay picks up the fumble recovery, right? You get them off the 46-yard line. You march 54 yards. Impressive opening drive. Here's Boswell, the extra point. That extra point is up and good. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. 8 plays, 54 yards. It takes 4 minutes and 53 seconds from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with a first quarter score. The Steelers 7, the Patriots nothing.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At Washington and Jefferson College, we don't just equip you for what's next. We empower you to adapt and thrive. At W&J, bold academics meet professors who coach you to succeed. Real-world experience is built into every major. So when you graduate, you're not just ready, you're game ready. Schedule your campus visit today at washjeff.edu. That's washjeff.edu and see where your journey begins. Washington and Jefferson College, where you learn to adapt to any challenge and thrive in the ever-changing world.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrisure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Well, the Darius Slay fumble recovery was the Northwest switch of possession play. Listen to Michelle Michaels tomorrow for the cue to call in. Tell her the Northwest Bank switch of possession play and win a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Northwest Bank, the team that brings you expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. So the Steelers getting ready to kick off the 8:25 mark of the first quarter. Patriots fumble on their opening possession, caused by Cole Holcomb, scooped up by Darius Slay. 54 yards later, a Kenneth Gainwell 1-yard touchdown run, and a Boswell extra point has given them a 7-0 lead. Here's Boswell with a boot, and it's going to be taken by Travion Henderson. Again, a very dangerous return man at the 5, heads straight up the hash, now cuts to the right, and he is taken down there. Great job of maintaining lane discipline as Skoranek gets him on the cutback.
Yeah, Scrodirt has made another big play here on the defensive side, cut right back into it, and of course keeping them inside the 30-yard line. Just want to make this point here. Steelers, this season, opening drive touchdown or a score every game so far this season. Touchdown, field goal, now touchdown again.
It had been 22 games since they had an opening drive touchdown until they did it in the opening week, and now they've done it 2 out of 3 times under the tutelage and direction of Aaron Rodgers. May under center will turn and give to Henderson, and Henderson a short gain out to the 31-yard line. T.J. Watt makes the stop.
It's funny, when you run towards T.J. Watt, not a lot of success happens.
No.
So, apparently they did not watch the Seahawks and Jets film.
So it's 2.5 yards running at T.J. Watt. It's 6 yards a carry running away from T.J. Watt.
So you wonder when they'll start doing that. I mean, it's amazing how teams keyed in on that. But also, you can't get into that trap of doing that because teams will adjust eventually.
2nd and 7. May under center, back to pass, looking right, throws short. It is complete. Mac Hollins makes the catch far sidelines. He's shoved out of bounds at the 37, about a yard short of a first down.
And just a quick out route there for Drake Maye. You want to try and get him into position, get him comfortable, so you use a lot of this quick game. So quick 3, quick 5 sets, guys getting quick breaking routes. We'll start to probably see the choice routes as they get further into this game. But for right now, you want to get some completions, get some confidence under the young quarterback.
And maybe protecting that offensive line a little bit against the Steelers' pass rush as well, Max. 3rd and 1 now, 7:10 mark of the first quarter. May under center has Stevenson as the setback. Gets a snap and will give instead to the up back, and that's going to be a first down as the fullback will plow forward. That's Antonio Gibson. He's our 3rd running back. He had a 1,000-yard season in Washington a couple of years ago.
I know. It's crazy how the musical chairs of running backs go and what you value, what you don't value. This backfield is a very stout group, and Antonio Gibson as your fullback, I mean, that's a good problem to have 3 really good running backs for this New England Patriots team.
Now it's Hunter Henry, the tight end, who lines up in the fullback position. Now he'll motion out to the left, H-back as May gets a snap. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, under pressure. Ball comes loose, and right now there's no whistle blown, and the ball is going to be marked at the 50-yard line like it's a 10-yard forward fumble. But they're going to get together and talk about this. It's got to be
that has to be an incomplete.
Ruling on the field, an incomplete forward pass brings up 2nd down. Please put 6:25 on the game clock. 6:25.
Pat Queen, beautiful job of escaping, Travion Henderson and really wrapping around him on the blitz and hitting the right arm of Drake Maye, which forced that awkwardly wobbly forward pitch style because it wasn't really a throw.
Well, when you see a ball tumbling 10 yards forward and the quarterback, his arm is moving that direction, generally an incomplete pass. So they get the call right, 2nd and 10. Maye back to pass. Maye will throw a screen underneath to Henderson to the left side. Henderson makes a move. Oh, Patrick Queen slowed him up, and Cam Hayward.
Derek Harmon.
Derek Harmon.
Yeah,
he
don't
like
give the rookie some love. But
you see a big, huge guy like that moving that quickly, you think it's got to be Cam. It was Derek Harmon with his first NFL tackle.
That was a good one. But we got Darius Slade down on the play. He was around the action. Once you see a big 90s number doing that, tend to have collateral damage.
Well, the Steelers training staff is attending to Darius Slade. We're going to step aside. 6:11 remains in the first quarter from Foxborough with the score. The Steelers 7, the Patriots nothing. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Chris, owner of Prescott Roofing, Pittsburgh's full-service and exterior company. You want somebody with experience on your roof? Then Prescott Roofing is that company. We've been tackling Pittsburgh roofs since 1906, and our techniques have been passed down for generations. Shingle, rubber, slate, tile, box gutters, copper work. We do it all. GAF Master Elite and James Hardy certified. Free estimates and financing available online at PrescottRoofing.com. We don't talk about roofing, we do roofing.
Score big at Don's Appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with Whirlpool and KitchenAid appliances. Perfect for tailgate snacks and halftime feasts. Get free next day delivery and guaranteed lowest prices. Shop DonsAppliances.com.
Jerry Wargenis from the Gateway Clipper. Host your wedding, social event, or corporate dinner and showcase the city to your guests. Destination entertainment with dinner, drinks, and unbeatable sights. Book your boat today. Visit GatewayClipper.com for information.
So we heard Amanda is off to school.
Yeah, big step. More independence.
She's not going to call every week asking for more money for books, is she?
With Smart Start Banking from S&T Bank, she gets budgeting tools, scholarship opportunities, and can send money using Zelle.
Wow. I guess college is about getting smarter, right?
Give them financial independence and yourself peace of mind. Stop by your local branch. Call 800-325-2265 or visit stbank.com. To send money with Zelle, both parties must have an eligible checking or savings account. Terms and conditions apply. S&T Bank. Member FDIC.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at PA1call.org. PA1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
Back at Gillette Stadium, 6:11 remains first quarter. Steelers up 7-0 over the Patriots. 3rd and 5 for New England. Good news. Darius Slay, or Slay as he likes to be called, up and off the field under his own power. The blue tent's not even up. So that is presumably good news for Darius Slay and the Steelers. 3rd and 5 now. Maye is in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right as he gets the snap. Back to pass, looking right, under duress, and down he goes. And another sack. And it's Cam Hayward in there, along with Derek Harmon. Back-to-back big plays out of the rookie.
Welcome, big fella, to the NFL. We were worried about whether there was going to be a snap count, whether there was going to be caution. Put kick gloves on him. No. You let that big land mammal go, and he has made 2 great plays in a row, and, of course, culminating in a sack and now a punt for New England.
Oh, impressive stuff from Derek Harmon. Half a sack for him and Cam Hayward. Not a bad guy to split it with if you're going to get your first. Bryce Behringer back to punt. High, lofting kick. And Calvin Austin moving to his left, going to let it go over his head into the end zone. Looked like there's a flag in the play as well.
Yeah, flag on the near side about the 16-yard line on the sideline. If somebody ran out of bounds?
Nope, it's holding against the Steelers. Preliminary indication. So the Steelers are going to start this drive.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 26. 10-yard penalty, first down.
I was saying before Cleat interrupted me, they're going to start the ball at their own 10-yard line, 1st and 10 from there. 5:12 remaining in the first quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 7, the Patriots nothing.
Jerry Wargenis here from the Gateway Clipper. Let us be your destination for date night, celebrations, and memories on the water. Join us Saturdays on the Captain's Dinner Cruise, a real Pittsburgh tradition, featuring an all-new menu for 2025. For tickets, visit gatewayclipper.com.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind eStore Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Enjoy Hawesome deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 Hawesome hours. 5 Hawesome favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $9.99. $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another Hawesome deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99. Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dine-in only. No other discounts apply.
Horses, steak, and sea house. Horses is hospitality.
Sometimes the biggest business challenges are the ones you don't even know you have. Schneider Downs helps clients solve those challenges. Tax and accounting, digital consulting and cybersecurity, risk management and advisory. Learn about big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Workdays and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Point After, Chalk Talk, and the Steelers Preview Show are coming soon when the regular season starts. Only on your Steelers flagship, WDVE Pittsburgh.
At Gillette Stadium, Aaron Rodgers breaks the huddle for the Steelers. They have the ball marked at their own 10-yard line. Jalen Warren in an I formation behind Rodgers, who taps both sides of the helmet now. Goes back under center, gets a snap, and will give to Warren, starting right, and he's hitting the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. Penetration originally by Josh Farmer, and then bottled up for a 2-yard loss.
And Josh Farmer, the rookie from Florida State, he was a guy I had pegged like right behind Derek Harmon, that if we didn't have him, he was a guy I was identifying. Very elusive, has a great rip move in the interior, can penetrate. That's what he did as a Seminole, and it pains me to say that as a Gator, but he's a very talented young defensive lineman.
And now it's 2nd and 12. Rodgers in the shotgun has Warren to his right. 2 receivers split to the left. Warren gets a snap, throws out quickly in the left flat to Freiermuth, and Freiermuth is ridden down as he gets out to about the 14-yard line, which will bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Steelers.
Yeah, nice solid 5-yard gain. Protection looked really good. Aaron making a quick decision outright from the left side by Freiermuth, who was attached to the line of scrimmage, running underneath the clear out ran by the receiver.
Now, this crowd is very responsive, up on its feet and exhorting their defense to come up with a stop and force a 3 and out. Rodgers in the shotgun. Patriots showing pressure, crowding the line of scrimmage. 9 men within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Rodgers gets a snap, back, has time, now wheels to his left, lost the football, picked up by Jalen Warren, so a strip from the backside by Milton Williams, and the result of the play is going to be a 5-yard loss. However, there is a flag downfield sitting at the 21-yard line. Let's let the officials get together. Again, keep in mind that there was a time in which it looked like a Patriots drive was going to be stopped, and now Rodgers is telling the crowd to sit down. Relax.
Defensive holding.
Relax. We're going to move forward here.
Ruling the field was a fumble. However, prior to that, with holding defense number 28. It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down, Pittsburgh.
Second penalty on Alex Austin.
Yep, number 2 on Alex Austin. Little handsy, little too grabby, touchy-feely for the referee's liking, and you know that puts you in a position where You get a fresh set of downs. He's doing it against tight ends. Now, he's traditionally a cornerback, so he's used to carrying wide receivers. Jonnu Smith drew that one just now, and Darnell Washington drew it before. So when you get that mismatch, that's something probably the Steelers are going to continue to hone in on with working him around if they're going to play zone.
Empty set now, and the Patriots, again, crowding the line of scrimmage. 6 Patriots showing pressure. 4 of them come, and a quick throw out to the left flat, and Jonnu Smith makes the grab and spins forward for a couple of yards, and a flag comes in late.
Another flag on this one. Be interesting to see what it is. Tackle made by Craig Woodson for the Patriots.
And Rodgers is indicating that it is going to be against the Patriots. And the official's still conferring.
Well, Patriots walking backwards, so that's a good sign.
It is. Here's the call.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, low block, defense. Number 25, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, we saw that called against the Steelers.
We
right?
did.
And we didn't think it was a great call. This one,
the one on Jalen Ramsey when he tried to duck around the block. And as we watch it again, it's because Pat Freiermuth was going for the block,
right? And
Marcus Jones went low in that moment, trying to weave around the block. So
and
that
again,
actually pays off for us for once. It hurt us last week.
It was very similar because Marcus Jones was trying to get in there before Freiermuth and maybe grab an ankle. Instead, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, first down at the 36, ball on the left hash. Rodgers in the shotgun. Gets a snap and turns and gives. This is Gainwell. Gainwell starts left, bounces it to the outside to the right, and is going to pick up solid yardage. You know what that is?
That's an explosive play right there.
That's an explosive play out of the running game.
No more platform 9 3/4 here.
Well, he ran into the middle of the pile, pulled out the sorting hat, right? Ran out
there
to the
it
right,
is.
figured out where the hole was. Good job. And a pickup of 12 has the ball out at the 48-yard line of the Steelers. 2:20 and counting remaining here in the first quarter. Rodgers under center. Gets a snap. Play action pass. Looking, pressure coming, and now Rodgers will just fling it toward the Patriots sideline and throws it away as the Patriots got pretty good pressure on that push.
Yeah, a run blitz. I'm sorry, not a run blitz, but a linebacker blitz. Bobby Spillane coming up the A gap and putting the pressure on Rodgers. Rodgers was looking downfield to his right, felt the pressure coming from that direction, tried to turn left, saw an open receiver, and just sailed it effortlessly out of reach so nobody could make a play.
Yep, good, smart decision. Lived to fight another day here. It's a 2nd and 10. The clock stopped at 2:13 in the first quarter. Steelers up 7-0. Scored after the turnover on their initial drive, and now looking to make it 2 for 2. Rodgers steps forward, communicates to the 3 receivers he has to the left. One is split to the right, gets a snap, and now they don't get the snap off quickly enough, and it's going to be a delay of game penalty.
And that's always a tough one.
Delay of game. Offense number 8. 5-yard penalty for second down.
And I have to say, as I'm looking down around, I don't see where the 25-second clock is on a lower level. Normally, they're on the lower side of the end zone, but it's all the way tucked in the corner, separate from the actual big screen in the end zone, the direction they're going. You have to look in a back corner to find it.
So 2 running backs to either side of Rodgers, who gets a snap. Back in the throw out quickly to the left flat to Jalen Warren. Warren heads straight up the field and gets those 5 yards lost in the penalty. Maybe an additional 1 to bring up a 3rd and about 10, we'll call it.
Yeah, 3rd and long situation here. You haven't really seen the ball pressed downfield yet by Aaron Rodgers. Everything's been quick screens, little short underneath stuff, catch and run balls. So you wonder, this one has to get to the sticks or beyond. So it has to travel at least 10 yards on this. Let's see what type of route concept they can go with double twins on each side.
2 receivers split to each side. Rodgers gets the snap. Patriots bringing pressure. Rodgers over the middle of the field. It is complete. Jonnu Smith on the slant and down to the 30-yard line of the Patriots. Another explosive play. A pickup of 21 for this Steelers offense.
We talked about it. It's been anemic the first 2 weeks, but now we have the bloodletting going on. They are just completing explosive plays after explosive plays. Beautiful seam route ran by Jonnu Smith. We always talked about the technical prowess of running routes by Jonnu Smith. This tight end group is like a build-a-tight end. You can get whatever you want out of the 4 guys that they have in that unit, and right there, using the split-out version of Jonnu Smith.
Rodgers is split out to the left. It's Gainwell who takes the snap, and he's going to fake it and keep it as he fakes it to Jalen Warren, keeps it off the right side and picks up about 4. So Arthur Smith showing, as our old buddy Wolf would say, a little trickeration here in that first down.
Yeah, a little trickeration, a little wildcat right there with the running back, of course, made famous by one of my good buddies, Ronnie Brown, back when he was a Miami Dolphin. That's when it was prevalent, and not bad. 4 yards, that's what you want on first down with a run play. So getting right to the line to gain on that one. And we got one more play maybe before the end of the quarter?
A little differential between the play clock, which is at 14, and the game clock. A throw again to Warren out in the right flat. Warren spins away from one tackle, is grabbed by the back of the jersey and taken down by Robert Spillane. No horse collar there.
Yeah.
You were looking for a horse collar.
I was looking for a horse collar right there because he grabbed the back of the jersey and yanked down as he tried to corral him, which is technically a horse collar by technical definition.
Well, close to first down yardage. It looks like a little bit short. We'll sort it out for you after we make the switch to the second quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Explore checking that lets you get paid up to 2 days early. Northwest Bank, for what's next, member FDIC, equal housing lender. With the score, the Patriots 0 and the Steelers 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to Northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers, capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
In Pittsburgh, toughness isn't just on the field, it's in our DNA. At U.S. Steel, we've been making American-made steel for nearly 125 years, strong, resilient, and built to perform under pressure. From stadiums and skyscrapers to the cars and appliances you count on every day, our steel powers progress. Proudly forged in the heart of steel country, U.S. Steel is built for what's next because in Pittsburgh, we know what it takes to win. U.S. Steel, American-made, Pittsburgh proud.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
For the world's most complete selection of Steelers merchandise, visit the official Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at shop.steelers.com. Ball at the 21-yard line of the Patriots. 3rd and 1 for the Steelers. Opening play of the second quarter. Second drive of the game for the Steelers. They're up 7-0. Rodgers in the shotgun has Warren to his right. 2 receivers split to the left, gets a snap, gives to Warren, hit in the backfield, shrugs off the tackle, steps to the outside, and picks up a couple as a flag comes flying in late. First down for now at the 18-yard line of the Patriots.
Man, the flags are just very egregious, but warranted, possibly.
Let's get the call here from Clete Blakeman.
Holding, defense number 44. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz, a very highly penalized first quarter and then moving on into the second quarter here.
I mean, we're only 7 seconds in, and we've got a penalty. 5 Patriot penalties so far in 2 drives. You know what? Deserve it. Deserve it, as I say.
Rodgers under center, has 2 tight ends to the right. Lone setback is Jalen Warren. He gets a snap. Will give to Warren. Warren will bounce it to the right, and now he's going to be taken by Harold Landry and corkscrewed into the ground at the 17-yard line, pickup of about a yard.
That one I felt Jalen Warren was a little bit quick with the cutback, and then, of course, the cutback bounce. I felt like there was a lane right in between Troy Fautanu and Mason McCormick in that B gap, but when he jumped cut, he jumped all the way outside. Now it's an easy place for Harold Landry to disengage because that's where Troy Fautanu had him blocked out.
Yep, a good observation there, so it brings up a 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard pickup. Gainwell is checked into the game. He's to the right of Rodgers, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Patriots showing 4-man rush now. Gainwell motions out to the right. Snap, loft, end zone, caught. DK Metcalf along the right sideline. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're not tall enough to ride that ride, okay? Most DBs need to understand. He is 6'4". He has exactly 0.76% body fat. I just made that number up because I don't think there's any fat on him. Beautifully executed pass right down the sideline, back shoulder fade. DK goes with a jump ball action, snatches the ball out of the air from the defensive back, which was Carlton Davis III, and double toe tap, and we have a TD and another score for this Steelers squad. 2 for 2 on drives.
And that is touchdown pass number 509 for Aaron Rodgers. He has surpassed Brett Favre for on the touchdown passing list for 4th all-time, behind only Brady, Breeze, and Manning. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz Red Zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. From Gillette Stadium, Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots nothing.
In Pittsburgh, toughness isn't just on the field, it's in our DNA. At U.S. Steel, we've been making American-made steel for nearly 125 years. Strong, resilient, and built to perform under pressure. From stadiums and skyscrapers to the cars and appliances you count on every day, our steel powers progress. Proudly forged in the heart of steel country, U.S. Steel is built for what's next because in Pittsburgh, we know what it takes to win. U.S. Steel, American-made, Pittsburgh proud.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident and you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us, if you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Enjoy awesome deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 awesome hours. 5 awesome favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $9.99. $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another awesome deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99. Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dine-in only. No other discounts apply.
Horses, steak, and sea house. Horses is hospitality.
At UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, we believe cancer care shouldn't just be good enough. It should be life-changing. As the region's only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center, we provide groundbreaking treatments and innovative clinical trials with renowned cancer specialists and a compassionate support system for patients and their families. Discover more at upmchillman.com/lifechanging.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Steelers 14, New England 0. That was pass number 509 for Aaron Rodgers. He now has sole possession of the 4th most in NFL history of passing TDs. That one going to DK Metcalf. His first touchdown thrown in the league came in his 3rd season. Brett Favre got hurt. They were losing to Dallas. He went in through 11-yard TD to Greg Jennings. Rob.
Missy, thank you very much. As the kickoff comes down to Travion Henderson at the goal line, he's going to take it up the left hash. Now will angle back to the right, lost his footing, and is going to be down at the 22-yard line. So 23, they're going to mark it. Excellent coverage. Once again, today's first half sideline reports brought to you by Howard Hanna. Win big with Howard Hanna, a proud real estate partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And one other thing to throw on top of that, Aaron Rodgers has also passed Phillip Rivers for 6th all-time in passing yardage. So 6th all-time in passing yardage, 4th all-time in touchdown passes.
Yeah, that is just an incredible mark. And right now, Peyton Wilson being helped off the field, a little limp there. So we'll keep monitoring that situation. And in for the drive, in place of him, we have Cole Holcomb taking the place of Peyton Wilson as he gets evaluated on the sideline. We were already down 3 starters coming into this game. That would be a 4th one right now if we don't hear any type of news.
Maye is under center with the ball marked at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Brings Mac Hollins in motion right to left across the formation. Hollins settles there. Snap and the give, and this is Antonio Gibson straight up the middle of the field, and Gibson will pick up 11 out to the 34-yard line and a first down for the Patriots.
And just a big surge right up the middle, running right at that position where Peyton Wilson was. Cole Holcomb sitting in there and just running a dive action straight at the Steelers defense and the left side A-gap between the center and the left guard.
13-20 and counting. Second quarter, Steelers leading 14-0. Maye under center. Play action pass, rolling out to the right, being chased by Harmon, gets around him, and now we'll find some running room up the right sideline, and skitters out of bounds near midfield. A pickup of 15 yards and another first down for the Patriots.
I believe we talked about this, Rob. Contain rush up the middle. Keep him in the pocket. If you give him an option to boot out to the outside, this is what he can do. This is where he can make you pay. And right there, just a quarterback design boot out. Didn't see what he liked. There was no contained rush. Derek Harmon took an inside route, allowing for the outside to be open. And Drake Maye made magic happen for this New England offense.
Steelers going with a 4-down look, so no nose tackle out there as Maye settles in the shotgun. Gets a snap, back to pass. Looking over the middle of the field and short. Cole Holcomb makes the immediate tackle. And that was a Ramondre Stevenson reception into Steelers territory. Pickup of about 4 will bring up a 2nd and 6.
And that was just a little check down. Ramondre Stevenson released up into the interior, just turned around, ball right on him. Drake Maye said, I'm not going to wait for anything to happen. He's been getting a lot of pressure today, so just get the check down. You never go broke taking a profit, right?
Stevenson to the right of Maye in the shotgun, and that was the approach they took for sure. Pop Douglas now motions and joins him. Snap comes. Back to pass, looking to throw out to Pop Douglas in the right flat, and it is incomplete. Douglas had some room out there, but the throw skipped to him as the pressure was applied up the middle by Cole. I beg your pardon, that was Nick Herbig supplying the pressure in the face of Maye.
Well, as Nick Herbig and TJ Watt kind of went there and they stopped because they're like, this feels like a screen. So they were looking on what direction to react. Drake Maye throws the ball, had a great opportunity, but as he kind of jump balled, he kind of threw it on a downward angle, hit the ground, goodness sake, and now we're at 3rd and long for the Patriots.
And the Steelers have 7 lined up along the front line, and they'll bring 4 as the snap comes back to Maye. Steps up, throws over the middle of the field. It's complete to Hunter Henry, and Henry inside the Steelers 40 to 38 before he is stopped, and it's a first down for the Patriots.
And that one, Steelers just backing off in zone, realizing it's a 3rd and long situation, kind of playing what we call fence coverage right on the line, but they backed up just a little bit, and Hunter Henry ran right to the line to gain and just sat down on the inside of that zone in between 2 defenders and made the sure-handed catch to move the sticks. So you would love to see a little bit more stickier coverage in that moment, but Patriots still driving.
Empty set now for Maye as Gibson, the running back, split way out to the right. 2 receivers to the left as Maye gets a snap. Going to throw to the left on a slant to Stephon Diggs, and Diggs is taken down immediately but picks up a first down inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs running the inside slot to the left, just takes a 1-step slant down the middle, gets inside positioning on Chuck Clark, makes the play, And the Patriots starting to get something together. Steelers are going to have to put something together to kind of stifle this because they're starting to get into rhythm. Like I said, Drake Maye has some confidence, broke out on the run, a couple of easy completions. So the Steelers defense has to get a little bit more stout here.
10:35 remains. May under center. Gibson the lone setback. Gets a snap. Gives to Gibson off the left side. And Gibson is going to be stretched out around the 25-yard line. DeMarvin Leal in the stop for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Recently activated DeMarvin Leal making the play off the edge as we had the injury to Alex Highsmith. And, of course, losing Isaiah Loudermilk allowed for the opportunity for Leal to come in, playing that elephant in outside backer type position in the rotation and outside linebacker in the nickel front, or the 4-down nickel front.
He checks out. Herbig checks in. 2 tight ends to the right. May is under center. 2 receivers to the left as he gets a snap. Play action pass. Rolling out to the right has Hollins. And Hollins is tripped up in the right flat by Jabril Peppers. Still got some positive yardage down to about the 31. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4 for the Patriots.
And good to see Jabril Peppers rolling in there. We got him last week and, had a week to kind of get himself acclimated to this game. But a guy that once he gets up to speed could be a difference maker depending on how long we have Deshaun Elliott out. A guy who obviously feels a certain type of way about this New England team as well, since he thought he was going to be on this squad and was released late into the preseason.
3rd and 4, ball at the 21-yard line. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Stevenson is to the left of May in the shotgun. May gets a snap. Back to pass. Lofting towards the end zone. And it is over the head of his intended receiver, but a flag comes in as Diggs and Brandon Eccles were battling down the left sideline, and they're going to get Eccles for pass interference.
Brandon Eccles had hands on Mac Hollins as he was walking down. He did get his head turned
Pass interference, defense, number 26. Ball placed at the spot of the foul. First down, New England.
Actually, that was Booty who was the intended receiver, not
Keyshawn Booty.
And Booty, that's you could easily call that an uncatchable ball, but they didn't.
But hands were on him when he tried to make the play. That's what they're going for when they're calling the DPI, or defensive pass interference, in that moment, which I can agree. He didn't get his head around until late. The ball was already in the air.
And it's now marked in the 5-yard line of the left hash. May under center. Has Gibson as the lone setback. Tightly bunched formation. Booty the only receiver out in the formation. May back. Oh, boy, he left Hunter Henry wide open. And Henry scores a touchdown. Easy pitch and catch on a play-action pass. And the Patriots at the 9:01 mark have a chance to make this a 7-point game.
Cover 0, all-out blitz in that situation. And the man got lost in that moment. Everybody was up on the line of scrimmage. Mac Hollins was hiding behind Hunter Henry. A little stutter, fake block on Patrick Queen, and just runs a straight arrow route to the front pylon, wide open in that. It was a perfect play to run against that defense. Steelers trying to sell out on the blitz.
And they thought made just enough time to that offensive line for the Patriots. And now Boreagas, who missed 2 extra points yesterday, on to try this extra point. And that kick is up, and that kick is good. And with 9:01 remaining here in the second quarter from Gillette Stadium, Steelers football continues at the score. The Steelers 14 and the Patriots 7.
Score big at Don's Appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with Whirlpool and KitchenAid appliances. Perfect for tailgate snacks and halftime feasts. Get free next day delivery and guaranteed lowest prices. Shop Don'sAppliances.com.
Hey, Steelers fans. If the Steelers score 3 or more touchdowns, you score 2 on the BetMGM app. Download the app and claim the casino bonus when the Steelers score 3 or more touchdowns during the regular season. Don't miss your next casino bonus on BetMGM. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 and older to wager. PA and West Virginia only. Subject to eligibility requirements. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ready for a new ride? South Hills Kia has the ride and the price you'll love, like a brand new 2025 Kia Sorento S all-wheel drive, as low as $329 for 24 months with $39.99 new at signing, or rates as low as 0%. Or the 2025 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive, starting at $229 for 24 months with $34.99 new at signing, or rates as low as 1.9%. Lease offer excludes taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles a year. Expires September 30th, 2025. Visit SouthHillsKia.net for details.
Tractor trailers are some of the most dangerous vehicles on the road. There are federal rules for load sizes, driver's hours, and maintenance for a reason. When big rigs don't follow these rules, entire families can be torn apart. We have the talent and the resources to take on these large companies. Hopefully, through our work, families are being helped and trucking companies are getting the message about safety.
Bordis and Bordis, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This September, show your power. Support the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank during Hunger Action Month by donating, volunteering, or advocating. Every dollar, every hour, every voice. That's the power of you. Visit PittsburghFoodBank.org today.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Steelers up 14-7. That touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to DK Metcalf, yes, it moved Aaron Rodgers up in NFL history, but it was the 50th receiving touchdown for DK Metcalf, the fourth most in the NFL. Since 2019, guys, Aaron Rodgers told DK, the ball's all yours, buddy.
How about that?
That's
50
awesome.
is greater than 509. Forget anything you learned in math class. Here's the kickoff taken by Gainwell at the 8-yard line, far side of the field. Sprints up along the numbers and is going to surge out to the 34-yard line. Here are the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Financial advice is closer than you think. All in the second quarter. Carolina on top of Atlanta 7-0. Green Bay over Cleveland 3-zip. Jacksonville leads Houston 7-0. Minnesota 14. The Bengals zip. The Rams leading Philadelphia 10-7. Tampa Bay 10-6 over the Jets. Indy 17-3 over Tennessee. And Washington leading Vegas 7-3.
Wow. Okay. Well, keep that score for the Vikings over the Bengals. We need a little bit of help here.
Aaron Rodgers breaks the huddle, brings Austin left to right in motion, gets a snap, back to pass, looking, throws short, and this is complete to Jalen Warren, grabbed by the ankle, and is going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that first down toss. Nobody, like Kyle Duggar, who grabbed him by that left ankle.
Yeah, nobody opened downfield, so Aaron Rodgers, just a nice little Dan Marino-esque sidearm there, just rockets it right up the middle to the check down for Jalen Warren, just to get some type of positive yardage. And getting 4 yards on first down keeps you on schedule as an offense.
Yeah, they've called it 4, so the ball's at the 38-yard line. Jalen Warren, the lone setback. Rodgers under center. Barks out the signals, brings Austin in motion right to left. Will now get the snap and hand off to Warren off the right side. And Warren is hit hard in the hole by Robert Spillane. A pickup of a yard or 2 out to the 39 is going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Steelers.
And Kairos Tonga playing at the nose tackle position kind of splits the double team and makes a play on the backside, which makes it a little bit easier for Robert Spillane, who came out the back door. So they're running zone to the right, and Tonga compresses down on the backside block.
3rd and 5. Rodgers has emptied the set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Patriots showing pressure. Rodgers gets the snap, and they will bring 3. Rodgers rolls out to the left, under duress. Will throw underneath and behind his intended receiver, Pat Freiermuth. Incomplete, and the Steelers go 3 and out following that long Patriots touchdown drive.
And the Patriots walked up their middle backer right up in the A-gap twist game up the front that forced him out the pocket. Christian Barmore being the main guy, flushing him out to his left. And Pat Freiermuth did the right thing. He got to the sticks, was on the sidelines, but was moving just a little bit. Aaron just a little bit off, threw it to the inside, should have thrown it to the outside.
Corliss Waitman, first punt, gets a snap and boots it end over end. Marcus Jones is going to let it go over his head, lands at the 9, and skips sideways along the far side of the field and rolls out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. So, great job by Waitman. 7:20 remains in the second quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score of the Steelers 14, the Patriots 7.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Join iHeartMedia at Jason Aldean's Kitchen and Bar for a free ladies' night filled with inspiration and fun. Oh Mama is all about recognizing the incredible women who lead and inspire our city. Hear from Charlotte Hayward, mother of Steelers players Cam and Connor, along with other prominent women in leadership. Stay after for the Thursday night football game versus Cincinnati. Register today at Eventbrite using keyword Oh Mama. Registration is free and includes food, drink tickets, and a welcome gift. Oh Mama is sponsored by Washington and Jefferson College, Castle Rock Hormone Health, and 84 Lumber.
The black and gold faithful always travel well to see the team on the road. And now Caliente and DVE give you a chance to become a road warrior. We're teaming up to send 2 lucky fans to watch the black and gold take on Detroit on December 21st in the Motor City. The winner receives tickets, airfare, and hotel stay for 2, plus a Caliente gift card. From Caliente, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE. Deadline to enter is November 30th. Register at any Caliente location or at DVE.com.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. The team there is your first line of defense to help you save time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks. And their new showroom is now open. Score big with Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and more. They've got everything you need under one roof to get you to the red zone. Check them out online at CGRWholesaleRoofing.com.
Listen after the game for the Mike Tomlin press conference on DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers audio network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week, we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
Beautiful day here in Foxborough as the Patriots break the huddle at the 7:20 mark of the second quarter. The ball at their own 6-yard line. Snap and the give and penetration by Patrick Queen, and Antonio Gibson is twirled down back at the 4-yard line for a loss of 2.
Love the backer fire. It was actually a cross dog ran up in the middle. Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson both comboing back there, but a great job on a 2-yard loss there. Run defense being the key thing that we're looking for here, and the Steelers are answering the call early in this ball game.
Maye breaks the huddle, has Gibson to his right. 3 receivers split to the right, and now Gibson will sprint out to the left. 2 receivers in that direction. Empty set for Maye. 6:44 and counting here remaining in the second quarter. Maye gets a snap, back to pass, and he will fire, and it is batted away. Intended for Austin Hooper. It hit him, but Slay came up and knocked it away.
It was a beautiful pass. Austin Hooper had the ball in his hands. Chop move by big play Slay, or Slay on the play.
Yep.
It was a mauling. It was a mauling bear. I'm doing a bear claw. Just imagine it.
You know, if he doesn't get there and time it perfectly, it's probably a completion up that right seam and a first down for the Patriots. Instead, it's 3rd and 12. Ball back at the 4-yard line. Stevenson is checked into the game. He's to the left of Maye. Trips to the left as well. Maye gets a snap. Back to pass. Good pocket. Throws underneath. And it's Stevenson heads straight up the field. It is going to be very close. The crowd thinks they have it. The refs don't think he does. And they've marked it about a half-yard short at the 15-yard line.
Are we going to get this electronic system play to mark where it is? Nope, they're not going to mark it.
And the offense is still out on the field for the Patriots. 4th and half a yard here from their own 15.
Big personnel in. Y.A. Black comes in. Now you got 5 big dudes looking for the push.
And Maye gets a snap. They're going to go for it. They pitch it out. Penetration by the Steelers defense. But Stevenson able to step out of a would-be tackle. And it's Peppers who gets him. But not until he gets out to the 25-yard line and a first down for the Patriots. Boy, for a moment, that looked like it might be a big loss on the play.
Patrick Queen read it perfectly and just overran it just a little bit. Sorry, Cole Holcomb was playing off the edge, and he overran it, and then Patrick Queen tried to make the play. Jabril Peppers ends up taking him down, but man, that could have been a great stop on 4th down for the Steelers, 3rd down for the Steelers.
Instead, the gutsy call by Frabel results in a first down, ball at the 25-yard line. Maye under center, back to pass. Looking, and now he's going to step up and fire, and it is intercepted, picked off by the Steelers, and it's Chuck Clark. Clark wandering right to left, crosses the 40, the 35, the 30, and hauled down at the 24-yard line. He picked that up off the grass here at Foxborough Stadium. Couldn't tell if he had it or not, but he had it, and it's another turnover for the Steelers.
Beautiful play. A lot of pressure coming from the left side. Drake Maye throws this ball, but he overshoots his intended receiver. It was like Keyshawn Boutte on that one. But now we're watching the replay. It looked like it hit the ground. Sorry, Demario Douglas, the intended receiver on that one. And this one might be coming back. Watching the replay.
Well, you know.
But it looked like a heck of a play at the time.
Let's see.
After expedited review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Bring up second down from the previous spot.
And this review is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Well, it didn't look a little hanky at the beginning of that thing.
Again, listen, we've seen worse. And from the angle that we had the back shoulder of Chuck Clark. So technically with replay evidence, he might have gathered after the tip of the football hit the ground and got up. But listen, you got to sell it, because if they happen to not have the angle. We've been in games, Rob, where they didn't have the right angle, even though we knew what the play was. So stranger things have happened, but right here, no harm, no foul for the Patriots. But the Steelers continue to keep applying this pressure on this New England offense.
A lot of big guys running all over in the field. Now they're settled back in after a quick water break. Maye gets a snap, wants to throw underneath it. It's complete. Ball comes out. And is it an incomplete pass, or is it a fumble recovery? They're going to say incomplete. And that was in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Hunter Henry.
Man, Cole Holcomb, another opportunity potentially. Oh, no, that's Patrick Queen that actually makes the initial strip. Cole Holcomb wraps him afterwards as the ball is coming out, and then Herbig recovers that. But he did not have the ball 2 feet and then also making a football move after the possession.
Trips out to the right, so a lot of activity, too near in turnovers here, but the Steelers instead 3rd and 10. Maye throws out to the right flat. Stevenson is wide open. Crosses the 30, the 35, the 40, and out to the 48-yard line. Just a simple toss on a release pattern by Stevenson. A huge gain of 23 on 3rd and 10. And after 2 almost interceptions, it's a first down for the Patriots.
And this is one of those moments that's just tough. Patrick Queen actually got picked off by Stephon Diggs, who he had man on Ramondre Stevenson. And then Peyton Wilson and Chuck Clark ran into each other on the coverage. So a little bit of miscommunication and a little bit of trickeration on the New England side to get that play off.
4:20 and counting here remaining in this first half. Maye turns and gives, and it's Henderson. And Henderson will pick up a couple across the 50 down to the 48-yard line of the Steelers. And so keep in mind, Max, this drive starts inside, deep in Patriots territory, right at their own 6. You get a loss of 2. They go for it on 4th down after they get 4th and a half a yard. They pick up the first down. You think you have 2 turnovers. You don't. Then it's 3rd and 10. They convert that. This is one of those drives you'd like to see them stiffen up right here, right now, and get the ball back.
Well, they've got to stiffen up because the time of possession was slanted so heavily in the Steelers' favor, and now after this drive, they're catching up. They're only about 8 seconds behind what the Steelers had, which was a commanding lead.
And T.J. Watt with the sack. First in 6 games for T.J. Watt as he comes up with a sack, and out come the terrible towels. It was the second quarter versus Philadelphia last year. He had 2 sacks in 3 plays, has not had a sack since, including the playoff game.
The drought is over.
It's over.
Now people can stop talking about it, and people can stop trying to crown Myles Garrett and how great he is. The king is back. Let's just go ahead, hail Caesar on the sack master, T.J. Watt.
And now a 3rd and 13 for Maye. Gets the snap, back to pass, looking, has a pocket, steps up, throws, and has a man open over the middle of the field, and it is Booty, and it is a first down for the Patriots at the 35-yard line of the Steelers. So a 3rd and 10 conversion, a 3rd and 13 conversion. Prior to that, there was a 4th down conversion, and the Patriots keeping this drive going.
And James Pierre on the play, and man, it was right there. It was so close. The pressure just didn't get there. They muddied everything up on the offensive line and gave Drake Maye plenty of time to find Butte down the field.
2:15 and counting here, remaining here in the second quarter. Play action pass. Maye back, looking, has time, lofts, and has a man open, flag on the play. Completion inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line, but this is being marched backward.
Illegal man downfield. Don't let the fat boy start to drift. That was a lot of time that was being wasted there because Steelers saw that it looked like it was going to be a screen. Drake Maye tried to throw the deeper route on that concept, but offensive line.
Illegal man downfield on the pass. Offense, number 71. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Yeah, Michael Winwoo was a guilty. But you have to, when you set up screens, it's a timing thing.
Right.
So when you disrupt that timing and try and take a little bit more off of that, that's when you get those situations. So good thing for the Steelers on sitting down on the screen and allowing for that to happen.
And it'll be a 1st and 15 at the 40-yard line of the Steelers when we resume. First, time for the 2-minute warning timeout brought to you by Pond Lee Hockey Giordano. Injured at work or in an accident? Call Pond Lee Hockey for a free consultation. Their expert legal team will help every step of the way and get you and your family back on track. With a score, the Steelers 14, the Patriots 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. Life moves fast, but planning ahead doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly, Bill. That's why NSS Life offers affordable life insurance and reliable annuities you can count on.
It's the peace of mind you've been looking for.
Because you're not just planning for tomorrow, you're building a future that lasts a lifetime.
NSS Life. Secure today, confident tomorrow.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Enjoy awesome deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 awesome hours, 5 awesome favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $9.99, $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another awesome deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dine-in only. No other discounts apply.
Horses, steak, and sea house. Horses is hospitality.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident and you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us, if you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Listen after the game for the Mike Tomlin press conference on DVE.
At Gillette Stadium, 1st and 15 coming out of the 2-minute warning, ball at the 40-yard line of the Steelers. Patriots continuing a drive that began at their own 6-yard line. Gibson to the left of Maye in the shotgun, gets a snap. Going to roll out to the left, throw, and it is underneath, complete to Pop Douglas. Steps underneath a tackle. I don't know if his knee was down there or not. They're saying it wasn't, as he slipped underneath the tackle and picked up first down yardage.
I don't even know. That was some witchcraft there. I'm going to watch the replay. He's going down the sideline. Brandon Echols is looking for an angle, and he just popped. Now that knee hit the ground.
Now did he touch
that knee? Hit the ground, and he touched him. No.
Did he get the knee up, though?
No, there we go. Yeah, I was about to say, that knee went down. He tried to do the tripod, but the knee hits the ground. Brandon Echols touches him with his left arm on his back.
Okay.
And then he gets up and tries to run again. So, no, that's coming backwards.
That would be the difference between second and about a foot or so and second and considerably longer than that. And the Patriots are marching back.
That expedited review, guys.
Yeah. This call will go the Steelers' way. That's a good call. It's the right call. The ball at the 32-yard line.
No explanation either, which is interesting if they blew it dead.
So it's going to be second and 7. They're going to have to reset the clock, too, you would assume here.
Oh, side judge was talking to Mike Tomlin. That's why they haven't made an official decision yet.
And here comes the call.
After review, the runner is down by contact at the 32-yard line inbounds. In this situation, there's also a potential 10-second runoff. However, Pittsburgh declines that runoff, brings up second down.
Interesting.
Oh, they had an option to decline that play for the 10-second runoff because it's the opposing team that gets that decision.
Right.
I saw this in a college game actually last night. Similar thing happened, and they also declined the 10-second runoff to keep more time on the clock. So this is something where when you get inside the 2 minutes of each half, into the first half, into the second half, the team that's received the penalty can have the option of doing that.
Correction, there will be a 10-second runoff in this case. From 156 down to 146, please.
And if you're playing along thinking, okay, what are we doing here? It's all about clock management at this point, right? The Steelers have 3 timeouts remaining. The Patriots have 3 timeouts remaining. Clock is going to be set at 146, and we'll see what the Patriots do as far as pace as the clock now rolls. 142, 41, 140, 139. Patriots in their huddle, taking their time.
Yeah, they'll break at 15, probably snap within 5.
Maye strolls to the line of scrimmage as Travion Henderson is his lone setback. 3 receivers tightly bunched to the right, 1 split out to the left. Now Douglas motions right to left across the formation. Sprint back to the right. Fake to him, the pitch out to Henderson, and Henderson, oh boy, he is mauled as Cameron Hayward echoes at the edge, and Hayward came roaring down the line of scrimmage and buried him at the 30-yard line. And now the Steelers will use one of their timeouts with 1:13 remaining on a 3rd and 5. A reminder, our next broadcast on the Pittsburgh Steelers audio network will be next Sunday when the Pittsburgh Steelers host the Minnesota Vikings in Dublin, Ireland. Steelers audio network coverage will begin at 7:30 a.m. on Sunday, the 28th. Hi, Laddie. You're heading over there sooner than the rest of us, aren't you?
Oh, I will be sprinting off to the Boston Logan and taking it to Dublin. I cannot wait to get over there. The Terrible Towel Tour will be on full display. And, of course, follow on social media. We will be traversing the aisle that's emerald.
Well, let's hope the Steelers can go there with a 2-1 record now, facing an important 3rd and 5. 1:13 remaining here in this second quarter. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. It sits on the left hash. 3 receivers to the right for Maye as he gets a snap and goes back. Pressure coming backside, but he's able to get the pass off, and it is going to be first down yardage as cutting right to left. It was the veteran Diggs, and he was flung out of bounds, but not until he picked up another 3rd down conversion for the Patriots.
And Stephon Diggs just ran a little twirl route where he was coming in motion, short edge motion, looked like he was going to release as a shallow drag to the left, does a spin out, comes right back out, and leverage was everything in that moment to create that first down, and the clock keeps going here in New England.
1:07 remains as Maye gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking. Throws left, and it's complete to Hunter Henry with Queen in trail coverage. Upended along the left numbers as he gets inside the 10-yard line down to the 5. It was Clark who made the stop. And now the Patriots, all kinds of time. All 3 timeouts remaining. 45 seconds and counting as they huddle up with the ball marked just outside the 5-yard line of the Steelers.
And Patrick Queen was in tow, just did not see the ball until it was too late. Luckily, Chuck Clark, playing that safety position, comes and chops down Hunter Henry right at the 5-yard line.
Stevenson, the lone setback behind Maye. Tightly bunched formation as Henry now will motion right to left. Tight ends to each side. Hard count, and the Steelers jump off sides. Offside on the Steelers will march this inside the 5 down to the 2.5-yard line with 22 seconds remaining.
Who did he learn from?
Aaron Rodgers.
He learned from Aaron Rodgers. We talked about that in the open.
Yep, Missy talked about not only the grip that he used, but the cadence he employs.
Encroachment, defense number 95. Penalties half an inch to the goal line. First down.
Rodgers, one of the best, maybe the best in NFL history at manipulating that snap count. And Missy told us earlier about how Maye grew up, learned how to grip a football from an online video that Aaron Rodgers had, and has always admired his cadence abilities, and now borrows a page from number 8's book and has the ball first and goal at the 3-yard line. Maye gets a snap, back to pass, rolling out left, under duress, now going to fling it toward the back of the end zone, and it was Herbig that was in there along with Watt. Maye was all the way back at his own 20-yard line and just hurled it out of bounds with 16 seconds remaining here in this first half.
If they could have got him down the ground. The pursuit angle, T.J. Watt whips the block on Hunter Henry on the left side, and Nick Herbig, who's been kind of having his way against Will Campbell for most of the day, getting pressure, alleviates him as well, and they were in pursuit. So let's see if they can hold for another couple of plays and force him into a field goal.
2nd and 3. Stevenson goes empty set. Now he will wander back and join Maye to his right. Snap. Back, looking. Again, pressure from the backside and incomplete. It was Herbig once again. Herbig has been all over Drake Maye. Incomplete pass in the back of the end zone. And Herbig has forced hurry after hurry after hurry.
As the great Austin Powers says, small hand smells like cabbage. Will Campbell has been struggling with the shorter arm reach to trying to create this angle. And Nick Herbig, listen, can bend with the best of them. He has a really low dip and rip move that's tough. And if you don't have long arm extension, it's very tough to get in that position. And he's been taking advantage of the rookie tackle.
3rd and goal from the 3. Campbell, the 4th overall pick out of LSU. And here's the snap. Back to pass. Maye looking, fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Brandon Eccles steps in front of the intended receiver and comes away with the INT for the Steelers.
That was a beautiful play there. Off the tip, believe it was Cam Hayward. I'm watching the replay as they go into the angle, and Cam Hayward tipped the ball. Brandon Eccles, playing trail coverage, just jumps up and catches it, takes a knee in the back line of the end zone, and Steelers avoided the touchdown. And also, key thing, Rob, they get the ball at the half.
Yep. And a 17-play, 92-yard drive that took 7-13. Keep in mind, that was coming off a 4:48 drive that was sandwiched by a 3-and-out by the Steelers. So now the snap and the last play of the first half is the Steelers will take a knee. And this offense hopefully can come out in the 3rd quarter and start things off with a good long drive to rest that defense a bit. That's the end of the 2nd quarter, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. With a score, the Steelers 14, the Patriots 7. UPMC halftime report is up next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
From last-second game-winning field goals to 98-yard kickoff returns, football is exciting. But as the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, PNC prefers to be steady and boring, like a solid ground game that eats up the clock. A strategy that scored a lot of financial wins over the last 160 years. And while our customers may not wear our name on the back of jerseys, Steelers fans can get 20% off regularly priced merchandise with the Pittsburgh Steelers PNC Bank debit card. A pretty exciting option play if you ask us. Find out more at pnc.com/Steelers card. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play PA Lottery online and get a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. By Pepsi, the official soft drink sponsor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By PNC, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com. By Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at the Steelers Pro Shop at shop.steelers.com. By UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And by RE/MAX Select Realty, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
Welcome to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wes Schuler with you here at Gillette Stadium, where it's Pittsburgh 14, New England 7 at the half. The Steelers' first half recap is brought to you by PNC Bank, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and brilliantly boring since 1865. The Patriots would start with the football, but Cole Holcomb stripping Ramondre Stevenson, recovered by Darius Slay, set Pittsburgh up near midfield, 8 plays, 54 yards. Kenneth Gainwell finding pay dirt.
Pitch to Gainwell to the left. Gainwell sprinting, and he is in for the score. Kenneth Gainwell, touchdown Steelers. An impressive opening drive.
A 1-yard TD run for Gainwell, his first in the black and gold. That made it 7-0 for the Steelers. Second possession for Pittsburgh, an impressive 12-play, 90-yard drive. Aaron Rodgers finding DK Metcalf from 12 yards out.
Snap, loft, end zone, caught. DK Metcalf along the right sideline. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, just like that. It was 14-0 Pittsburgh, but New England would answer on their ensuing drive. 9 plays, 77 yards. May finding Henry from 5 yards out. That made it 14-7. Pittsburgh cutting the lead in half with just over 9 minutes left in the second quarter, but that would stand after a 17-play drive by New England in the half. Ends in an Eccles interception and no points. We'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard when we return on the other side. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hi, this is Megan Calusi, and right now during Chevy Truck Month, you can dominate the road ahead in a new Silverado from Calusi Chevrolet.
That's right, and I'm Tim Calusi. Right now, qualified buyers can get 2.9 APR financing for up to 72 months on select Silverado trucks.
An ultra-low rate to get you into the truck you've always wanted. That's the Chevy Truck Month advantage.
Shop all our inventory online at Calusi.com.
Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
Tackle any project when you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. They'll put together a game plan that's a winner every time you need materials for your project. And their new showroom is now open. Stop in to check it out and see everything you need in person. Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and much more. They'll help you get to the red zone of your project every time. Check them out online at cgrwholesaleroofing.com.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
With nearly 900 physicians and 7,300 employees, we are the 3rd largest health system in Western Pennsylvania. We've earned top honors for the quality of our care, including recognition from U.S. News and World Report and Health Grades. We're Independence Health System, comprising Butler, Clarion, Frick, Latrobe, and Westmoreland hospitals. And we're changing the landscape of healthcare in our region by providing low-cost, high-quality care through superb clinical expertise and the latest technology. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week, we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
Back in Foxborough, where the Steelers lead the Patriots 14-7 at the half. Let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard. It's brought to you by Number One Cochran, the preferred auto group of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rest of the league looking like this. Carolina up 10-0 over Atlanta at the half. In Cleveland, the Browns keeping it close with the Packers. Just a 3-0 lead for Green Bay after 30 minutes. Jacksonville up 7-3 on Houston late in the second quarter. Minnesota running away from Cincinnati late in the second quarter, 24-3. A surprising one in Philadelphia right now as the Eagles trail the Rams 19-7 at half. Washington's up 17-10 on Las Vegas. Tampa Bay up 13-6 on the Jets. When we return on the other side, we'll break down your first half stats. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I'm Jamie Bordas. What makes our law firm great are a lot of the same things that make the Steelers great. We're tough. We fight. We win. We understand that it takes great preparation to get great results. We've been successful for years, yet every day we still strive to be better. We're a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers because we're a lot like them. Oh yeah, we also hate the Ravens.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
Merrill Hodge here. I've faced a lot in my life. Here's one thing I'm not done doing: living with strength, energy, and purpose. That's why I'm teaming up with Castle Rock Hormone Health this season. Their I'm not done mindset is about defying age through men's testosterone restoration, peptide therapy, and powerful methylated supplements. At Castle Rock, they don't guess, they test. 2 convenient locations. Visit crhh-pittsburgh.com. Remember, Black and Gold Nation, you're not done. Castle Rock Hormone Health, let's live the I'm not done lifestyle together.
Need business-grade internet, unified communications, or fiber services that won't let you down? Armstrong Business Solutions delivers performance, reliability, and security for all your connectivity needs. Stay ahead with ultra-fast business internet, Wi-Fi Pro, and managed security, perfect for businesses of any size. Keep communications smooth with unified voice, including customized greetings, departmental call flow, and premium color screen handsets. Call 1-877-277-5705. Armstrong Business Solutions. Connect smarter, perform better, compete stronger.
The Black and Gold faithful always travel well to see the team on the road. And now Caliente and DVE give you a chance to become a road warrior. We're teaming up to send 2 lucky fans to watch the Black and Gold take on Detroit on December 21st in the Motor City. The winner receives tickets, airfare, and hotel stay for 2, plus a Caliente gift card. From Caliente, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE. Deadline to enter is November 30th. Register at any Caliente location or at DVE.com.
Randy Bauman Mornings and Steelers Football, DVE.
Halftime at Gillette Stadium. It's the Steelers 14, the Patriots 7. Let's take a look at your first half stats, brought to you by Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com. Aaron Rodgers, 8 of 10, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. Efficient performance for him so far. Jaylen Warren, 10 carries for 35 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, 3 for 18 and that touchdown. DK Metcalf has 2 receptions for 27 yards and a touchdown. Drake Maye, 13 of 21, 130 yards, the touchdown and the interception there at the end of the first half. Team stats before I get out of here. Pretty even in the first down department. Steelers with 12, Patriots with 13. Steelers 2 of 3 on third downs. New England 5 of 8. Total yards in the first half, 122 for Pittsburgh, $175 for the Patriots. Way too many penalties for both teams. The Steelers with 5 penalties in the first 30 minutes, New England with 6. Thanks to Caliente Pizza and Draft House for feeding our crew today back at studio headquarters. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, the pizza of champions. I'm Wes Schuler, and you've been listening to the UPMC Halftime Report. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second half kickoff is coming up right after this. You are listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
For more than 65 years, Schneider Downs has provided a full spectrum of business consulting solutions to the Western Pennsylvania region. Tax and accounting, digital solutions and cybersecurity, risk management and advisory. Learn about big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com.
Score big at Don's Appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with Cafe and GE Profile appliances. Perfect for tailgating snacks and halftime feasts. Get free next day delivery and guaranteed lowest prices. Shop DonsAppliances.com.
No matter the project, it's always safer with Always Safe. Providing traffic control, flagging, and other smart work zone preparation and planning, Always Safe has a well-trained crew to ensure that your project is as safe as possible. Always Safe has competitive pricing with 24/7 year-round crews available in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. For a quote, visit awsafe.net. That's awsafe.net. Always Safe, making traffic safe again.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Pella Windows, viewed to be the best. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2025, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. By Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Henny Jewelers. Pittsburgh's choice jewelry store for engagement rings, luxury jewelry, and watches. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride and a price you'll love. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Can your bank do that? Welcome to FNB. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
Seconds away from the second half beginning here in Foxborough at Gillette Stadium, with the Steelers enjoying a 14-7 lead over the Patriots. Today's second half preview is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play to win with the Pennsylvania Lottery. Visit PALottery.com or download the app today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. For an update on what Mike Tomlin had to say after the half, we're joined now once again by Missy Matthews. Missy.
Well, guys, he is down here. He is fired up. Likes the consistency and the resiliency of his team in that first half, but said he wants the offense to touch the ball more, to have more possession. Only had 3 tries there, and said for the defense, third downs, they have to lock that down and get better in the second half. Missy,
thank you very much. And Max, a 4:48 drive. Okay, Steelers still have time of possession. A 3-and-out followed up by a 17-play, 7-minute and 13-second drive. 13 minutes of the last 13 and a half belong to the Patriots. Steelers have got to find a way to rest up this defense a little bit.
They've got to find a better way. And these have been long drives. Like we said, Steelers only touched the ball 3 times, but 2 touchdowns in those 3 opportunity tries. They just need to get the ball in their hands and also maintain it.
And the kickoff goes over the head of Trey Sermon, who was activated today through the end zone. So the Steelers will start with excellent field position at their own 35-yard line.
And there was a tangible difference in the time of possession, but now, after that long drive, Patriots have now gone to 16:56, almost over half of the first half, and the Steelers at 13:04 yardage. Obviously, Drake Maye had more opportunities, 119 yards to the Steelers' 70, rushing about the same, 52-56 in that first half.
Yeah, 12 minutes of that time of possession, again, just in those last 2 drives. So Aaron Rodgers under center has Jalen Warren as a lone setback. Gets a snap, will fake the pitch, throw quickly out to the left to DK Metcalf, and Metcalf trying to pick up a block, kind of caromed off of Broderick Jones, and picks up about 5 out to the 40-yard line.
Tried to run a fake screen right, throwback left on that one. DK, obviously, Aaron did a great job of scanning ahead of time, knowing that there was off coverage, so trying to send the tackle out to kind of create an edge block, to create an alley for DK, but gets hit in the ankle, luckily falls forward for 5 yards.
Rodgers in the shotgun. He has Warren to his right. The Patriots starting to cover 2, but now roll some men towards the line of scrimmage. Quick dump pass to Jalen Warren, and Warren is hit in the backfield, then hit again in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a 6-yard loss back to the 34-yard line. Harold Landry got there. Others arrived as well, and that play was doomed to failure from the very beginning.
It was, because Harold Landry, playing that wide 9 technique, just ran upfield and then took 3 steps and then just went lateral with it. He had man on Jalen Warren, so there was nothing you could do there, and he was wide open, put him in the crosshairs, and took Warren down.
Third, and they're going to call it 10 just inside the 35-yard line as Rodgers gets the snap, fires, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Spillane. Spillane heading up the right sideline, looking over his shoulder, trying to avoid tacklers, and rumbles down inside the 15 and down to about the 12-yard line of the Steelers, and a disastrous start to this second half for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And this was just an ugly interception. It was dropped into zone coverage, playing Tampa 2. Robert Spillane backed off to the seam and just sat right in the angle, an area in between where Calvin Austin III was running a post route, and he had safety and corner in between him, and Spillane just sat underneath, and you can't throw that pass into triple coverage.
So they're going to mark it at the 11. And now once again, the Steelers defense called upon to make a stop. 14-7 Steelers lead as Maye comes out in the shotgun, has Ramondre Stevenson to his right. 3 receivers to the left of the formation and a tight end to the right as Maye gets a snap. He wants to throw, back to pass, looking, crossing pattern over the middle, and it is Henry who makes the grab and is tackled by Patrick Queen inside the 5 and down close to the 2-yard line. And the Patriots want to go hurry up here.
Yep, just ran a shallow over route with Hamry from the left side running down to the right. And actually, Hunter Henry's actually down, left ankle. He kind of got dropped when he went for the tackle, kind of rolled on top. Patrick Queen kind of rolled on top of the leg as Hunter Henry went to the ground. So getting examined, could not make his way off the field. Man, that's tough. That's tough. The interception was bad. And then, like you said, a quick play there, now down inside the 2-yard line.
13-23 remains here in the third quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 7.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers, capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to Northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from Underground Utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company.
Welcome to Pond Lehocky Giordano, one of the largest workers' compensation law firms in the country. We know the playbook on injury law. It's how we've helped over 100,000 injured and disabled workers obtain benefits. And we know we can do the same for you. Even better, you don't pay a dime until we win your case. One conversation is all it takes to help you and your family get back on track. For any legal needs, give Pond Lehocky a call.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hunter Henry off under his own power after his first down reception inside the Steelers 5. They're marking the ball just inside the 3-yard line, which is where the Patriots, after the interception and the 37-yard return by Robert Spillane, have set up shop quickly here in the opening moments of this second half. Maye under center. Gets a snap. Will give to Stevenson, and Stevenson off the right side. Stevenson's in the end zone, but the ball is loose. Is this a fumble? Is this a fumble? Steelers, they're conferring the officials. Peyton Wilson has it. Officials still getting together.
Defense for a touchback.
Oh, my goodness.
Pittsburgh.
The Steelers defense has done it again. Another turnover in the end zone.
My goodness, what a great job. Warren Thornhill blasted through, and as he's reaching through, it looked like Thornhill got the foot. Cam looked like he hit the ball.
It's Patrick Queen who reached in, I think, and got it loose.
Nope, that was Keanu Benton. 95, Keanu Benton. Wow.
All right, great job. The Steelers come up with another turnover from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 7.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Workdays and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Think you have what it takes to be a part of a passionate team in a thriving industry? 84 Lumber is immediately hiring for a variety of full-time positions at its southwestern PA locations. 84 Lumber knows their successes come from their people. They prioritize growth by making it easy to pave your own path within the company. They are proud to promote nearly 100% from within and help you create a career that you are proud of. Take the first step to building the career of your dreams by visiting 84lumber.com/careers to apply today.
Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from underground utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Oh, what a monster game being turned in by Cam Hayward. He's got a sack, a deflection that led to an interception in the end zone, and then a forced fumble that led to a fumble recovery by Peyton Wilson in the end zone. And the Steelers maintain the 14-7 lead. Rodgers under center with the ball spotted at the 20-yard line on the left hash. 13-12 remains in the third quarter as Rodgers gets a snap, gives to Jalen Warren, kind of weaving up the middle of the field. Flag comes in late as a 3-yard pickup for now by Warren, but in that area you expect a holding penalty to be issued.
That's an easy one. When it comes from behind and throws into the middle of the line, you can pretty much assume it's going to be it, but just
holding, offense number 54, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Frage on the hold. The center, the Morgantown Mauler just mauled a little bit too much on that one. But what Wolf would say is, welcome back, Captain Cam. Wow. Right? I mean, he's had a monster game. We talked about the first 2 weeks kind of not being up to snuff, and now we see the game breaker that he is, adding a lot to this defense. And talk about two turnovers in that direction that we're going to our right of our broadcasting booth.
And both in the end zone. Man, this could easily be a Patriots lead instead of a 14-7 Steelers advantage. On the draw, with pressure coming, give to Hayward, or give to, I beg your pardon, to Warren, swallowed up for a 1-yard loss on the play.
And Milton Williams in on that play, just knifes through the offensive line and makes a play. It looked like they were trying to run a cut block. Mason McCormick's trying to run a cut block on Milton Williams, a big-time free agent, top free agent prospect they brought in this offseason from Philadelphia, and he's been paying dividends.
Snap to Rodgers, back to pass, looking, throws out in the right flat to Warren, and he didn't look it in. It's dropped, incompletion, and now this will bring up a 3rd and long.
And that's one where I don't blame Aaron Rodgers, kind of giving a little stare off at Jalen, like, that was an easy one. That was a soft toss, but Jalen Warren looked at the ball, then looked upfield to see where the blocking was, in that moment, lost sight of the ball. Ball hits off his fingertips, rolls forward. Now a big play for the Steelers, third, and it feels like a mile away.
Well, it's 21 from their own 9-yard line. Rodgers, as two receivers split to each side, gets a snap. Patriots bringing forward, quick throw underneath. It's complete to Calvin Austin, and Austin spins out to the 19-yard line, way short of a first down. And another quick possession here for this Steelers offense.
Yeah, another 3 and out, especially after the defense has done the job, really, of turning away this Patriots offense in the red zone. And you get a quick 3 and out, and that's just not going to be what you want. So the Steelers have to find that rhythm they had in the first half and come out here next possession, and they've got to take some time off the clock here to help their defense out, who's doing a tremendous job in this game.
Williamson gets the snap, left-footed boot, high, end-over-end kick. Marcus Jones fields at his own 35 on the far side of the field, set straight up the middle of the field, and along the number, straight from his position receiving, and out to the 46-yard line. So excellent position for the New England Patriots with the 11:24 mark of the third quarter reaching us here at Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues at the score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 7.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law, and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at pa1call.org. pa1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers, capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident, you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us. If you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Steelers up 14-7 over New England. 11:24 left in the third quarter. Steelers defense, guys, back out on the field. Not what you want to see, but a good sight as number 23, Darius Slay, came out late in the second half. Trainers looked at his right knee. They were rubbing some ice on it. He was able to convince him to go back in there. Rob.
Missy, thank you very much. And yes, that is a good sign for a Steelers defense that is being tasked once again with trying to stop the Patriots after a short possession by the offense. Turn, give, Gibson straight up the middle of the field before T.J. Watt can stop him on an 8-yard pickup. And they're asking a lot of this defense right now, Max.
They are putting a lot of stress on the defense. And remember, this is the second oldest roster in the NFL versus the fourth youngest roster in the NFL. So at some point there becomes a dam-breaking moment. But for this defense, glad to see Darius Slay back out there on the field. He was hampered at the end of the first half, so at least you get another starter, and we're not down an additional starter in this game.
Pickup of 9. Maye under center is going to go quarterback sneak and easily pick up the first down. Picks up 2 down to the 43-yard line, and the Patriots are marching up and down the field. In case you're just joining us, opening possession turnover by the Patriots. The Steelers turn that into a touchdown. The Steelers will come up with 2 more turnovers in the end zone. One at the end of the first half. One and the Patriots opening possession of the second half. So 2 scores come off the board for the Patriots. And the Steelers are clinging right now to a 14-7 lead, and it feels a little like clinging right now.
Yeah, it is. The offense has not gone crisp at all. 2 straight 3-and-outs since the end of the first half.
Oh, Gibson is hit by Peppers, and does Peppers have the fumble recovery? He does. On the floor at Gillette Stadium, amazing. Jabril Peppers comes in, comes up with a hit, and creates a 4th turnover for the Steelers. 10:05 remains, third quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 7.
The black and gold faithful always travel well to see the team on the road. And now Caliente and DVE give you a chance to become a road warrior. We're teaming up to send 2 lucky fans to watch the black and gold take on Detroit on December 21st in the Motor City. The winner receives tickets, airfare, and hotel stay for 2, plus a Caliente gift card. From Caliente, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE. Deadline to enter is November 30th. Register at any Caliente location or at DVE.com.
Hey, it's Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors. When it comes to roofing, I know you have options, but not all roofers are created equal. I'm local, I'm hands-on, and I'm never selling out to some private equity firm. This is my business, and I stand behind every roof we install. I use quality materials, have fair pricing, and we do the job right, without the pressure and without breaking the bank. If your roof needs attention, give me a call. No gimmicks, no games, just roofing done right. Call 412-678-7008 or visit EasyDidIt.com.
You may have noticed a new internet company knocking at your door with claims like, "I'm not here to sell you anything," or "I wouldn't lie to you." The truth is, Armstrong has played an important role in your community for decades, and we're not going anywhere. That new internet provider will probably change their name, get bought out by another company, or fold completely. Armstrong, the internet you count on, the people you trust. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com today or anytime in the future.
This is Max Starks. On the field, my job was all about protection. Keeping Big Ben upright, blocking the rush, securing the win. At home, I trust Pella Windows of Pittsburgh for that same level of protection and quality. Pella Windows are built tough. Like Pittsburgh, they're energy efficient and they look great too. So when it's time to replace your windows, go with the team that knows how to protect. Call Pella Pittsburgh at 412-219-2291 or visit PellaPittsburgh.com and tell them Max sent you.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
Steelers defense once again goes out on the field and makes a splash play. This time, former New England Patriot, recent New England Patriot, Jabril Peppers. He is on his 4th team with the Steelers, said going into this game, this matchup means a little bit more for him. Said this is the first time he had a situation where he got cut by a team and then ended up playing them just a few weeks later. Rob.
Missy, thank you very much. A surprise release, too. I don't think anybody expected Peppers to be released by the Patriots. He has the fumble recovery. Clark has a fumble recovery. Clark, remember, joined the team late in camp, and Peppers wasn't even on this team when the season began. So great job by the Steelers personnel department to pick up those guys as handoff off the left side to Gainwell, penetration by Chasen, and another loss on the play. And the Steelers offense not only can't get anything going, they are moving backwards on these drives.
They are losing yardage. They had 56 yards rushing coming into the second half, and now they're at 44 yards? 44 yards.
Wow.
Just lost 2 on that one. They are going backwards. You're right. They can't find that rhythm. Early in the game, it was a lot of interior running. Now they've been trying to go to the outside and cutting back and haven't found much success with Chason and Harold Landry being those edge defenders.
2nd and 12, 9:28 remaining here in the third quarter. Rodgers gets the snap. Back to pass, lofting up the left sideline for DK Metcalf. Incomplete with Carlton Davis in coverage, and now it's going to bring up another 3rd and long.
And that ball just sailed out of bounds. DK Metcalf had a step on Davis, but the ball just put a little bit too far on the back shoulder of DK Metcalf. And like you said, prime field position for them, just can't capitalize on these opportunities that the defense is giving them.
And Chason, by the way, really gave Rodgers a big hit and then rode him down to the ground. So a little bit of a rush throw by Rodgers, who now stands in a 3rd and 12. Patriots looking like they'll bring 5. Let's see what they do. Rodgers gets the snap. They'll bring 4. Rodgers back will throw underneath to Warren in the right flat, and Warren will get to the line of scrimmage, another yard or 2. out to the 45, and another 3 and out for the Steelers offense. This is 4 drives in a row in which they have failed to pick up a first down.
And the swing pass out to Jalen Warren is completed this time. They tried that last drive, but Robert Spillane in man coverage just absolutely diagnosed it and trailed with Jalen Warren. Jalen's picking up the lost yardage, but is only able to get out to the 45-yard line.
And Waitman in punt formation, high end-over-end kick. Marcus Jones throws up the hand for a fair catch at about the 12-yard line, which is where the Patriots will take over after that 44-yard kick at the 8:40 mark of the third quarter. And that Steelers defense once again trotting out there to try to come up with another stop or a turnover. It's a 4-1 turnover margin. 4-1, and you have a 7-point lead. That's it. The time of possession is in favor of the Patriots, and the Steelers need to find a way to get something going on offense, and they first need another stop. Stay tuned after the game for the Mike Tomlin postgame press conference, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The ball's on the left hash, 12-yard line, and they turn and a give, and this is the rookie Travion Henderson, who will battle forward for a pickup of about 2. So good first down defensive play there by the Steelers. And the old mock cheer here as Henderson is the only running back yet who has not coughed one up to the Steelers.
And I mean, you know, fake enthusiasm is better than no enthusiasm, right? Is that what fake it till you make it? Is that what we're going with here, Rob?
The old
consolation?
The Bronx cheer in Foxborough.
Yeah.
So a 2nd and 8, ball at the 14-yard line on the right hash. Shotgun formation for May. He has Henderson to his right, 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Steelers showing 4-man rush. That's what they'll bring. May back as time throws underneath. It's complete to Hollins, and Hollins will stretch across the 20 to the 21. Peyton Wilson had him around the ankles, and he's going to pick up about 7 of the 8 yards he needed.
And just a short little hookup. Hollins just running a little short curl right on the seam and just ducking forward, trying to get that additional yards to make this 3rd and short for the Patriots.
That's a 21-yard line. Need to get to the 22. The Steelers expecting the quarterback sneak. May under center. May gets a snap. Now instead is going to roll out to the right, looking, and now May will keep it himself and slide forward and pick up a first down at the 23. So fakes the handoff, rolls right, slides forward, first down Patriots.
I was looking for the pitch again. They ran that the other time and got a big gain, but they run the reverse rollout boot. And T.J. Watt had the angle initially, but once he curled around him, you know, just a terrible angle to take, and T.J. kind of throttled down because he knew he only had to get a yard, and everybody else was playing man coverage on the backside.
6:45 and counting remaining in the third quarter. Ball at the 24-yard line. Another first down for the Patriots. May is in the shotgun, taps both sides of the helmet. Now extends the hand, looks for the shotgun snap, gets it, throwing out left, and that is complete. Quick pitch and catch. Kyle Williams, he'll pick up about 9 yards on first down out to the 32-yard line.
And the rookie speedster, Kyle Williams, first time he's been thrown to today. Been a lot of Mac Hollins, a lot of DeMario Douglas, a little bit of Stephon Diggs, and now Kyle Williams getting in on the action as well.
May with some good timing throws, finding some guys open now, a 2nd and 1. May will get the snap, turn, and give to Henderson, and Henderson will pick up a first down to the 34-yard line, running off left guard. Sticks move once again.
And when you're in 3rd and short, the whole entire playbook is just open to you. Sorry, second and short, the whole playbook's open to you. And so the defense can't really corral in and get tight. And Travion Henderson just puts his head down and just runs forward, gets 2 yards when he only needed 1.
Ball's marked on the left hash at the 34-yard line. Approaching 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Tightly bunched formation here for the Patriots. Broken eye formation behind May. Westover's in at the fullback position as May gets a snap. Play action pass. Throws over the middle of the field to Hollins. A pickup out to the 45-yard line of 11. And a 3rd consecutive 3rd down for the Patriots, starting this drive deep in their own territory, now out to their own 45.
And this is always tough when you have these drives where you're converting 3rd downs, chewing up clock, and just keeping that defense out there. We talked about the second oldest roster here in the NFL, so time is not on their side, and wearing down this defense, they got to make a play, try and get off the field, or get a stop on third down.
Maye under center. Lone setback is Henderson. Gives to Henderson off the left side. Gets to the edge, squares the shoulder. Brought down by DeMarvin Leal, but he picks up 5 out to midfield.
Now, here's an interesting look here for the Steelers. All the young bucks in on the front line for this team. Jack Sawyer, DeMarvin Leal, Keanu Benton, Logan Lee, and Y.A. Black are all in on that play. So a very young front up there. You don't see any T.J. Watt or Cam Hayward in there on this drive getting a blow for themselves. So hopefully the young guys can pick something up. Daniel Aquale just checked in on the defensive line at the nose position for Benton.
Maye gets a snap. Will give to Henderson off the left side. Again, this time not as much as the guy you just mentioned, Aquale, moves down the line of scrimmage and stops him after about a 1.5 yard pickup. So another third down. Third and a long 3 here for the Pats.
And Daniel Aquale, the former New England Patriot, also, this probably means something to him, just like Peppers. You were on this team a year ago, a big contributor, but they don't bring him back in free agency, so probably a little bit he wants to prove to his old team as well. Let's see if the Steelers can have a stop here. Got to play press. Do not let anything short underneath.
T.J. Watt in the field now. He and Herbig have flip-flop sides. So Herbig on the left side and Watt on the right side. Snap back. Watt bending the corner but can't get there. Now Maye will run. He'll slide. And let's see where they're going to mark this. Remember, it's where he starts the slide. So he slid across the 45-yard line, but it looks like he's just a couple of inches short from this spot he is. It's 4th and inches just outside the 45-yard line of the Steelers.
Oh, man. It's a big moment here.
And if if the Patriots went for it from their own 15-yard line in the first half, they're definitely going for it here.
Yeah, there's no doubt here. Mike Vrabel wants to set a certain precedent for this team to be physical. And in those moments as an offensive line, you take personal pride in this. Let's see if the defense can turn them away.
Maye is under center as Henderson is a lone setback. He's going to pitch to Henderson, moving left, and Henderson is going to find a little sliver of a hole, but flags come flying in as there was penetration by Herbig. Was there holding on Hollins, or was it on Herbig?
Might be hands to the face. Mac Hollins is making a big demonstrative signal pointing against the defense.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty for the end. Run, first down.
So another 4th down conversion, second of the game for the Patriots. 4th first down they've amassed on this drive, and the ball is marked just inside the 40-yard line of the Steelers.
And I'm going to go with that was interesting because Mac Hollins also had hands to the face on Jalen Ramsey on that one. And Jalen Ramsey might have had his hand around his throat, but you know what? It is what it is. Steelers defense just needs to come up with a play so they don't get to those close moments.
Under 2.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Play action pass. Maye back, throws back to the left. It has Hunter Henry with Holcomb in trail coverage. Races up the left sideline, out of bounds at the 24-yard line of the Steelers. 16-yard pickup and another first down.
And this was just a run action, moving pocket to the right. Nick Herbig had the line on him, and the center peeled back, Garrett Bradbury, and picked him off at the last second. Hunter Henry running the hide underneath in the opposite direction to the left, just wide open. Eye discipline was not where it needed to be for the Steelers defense.
Nice throw by Maye, a good touch throw to catch Henry in stride. Now he's under center with Henderson as the lone setback. Maye gets a snap. Will give to Henderson off left tackle. Aquale is there to make the stop after a short pickup down to the 22-yard line. Minute 48 and counting remaining here in this third quarter.
And the Patriots, I don't even want to tell you right now, but 25 minutes plus time of possession right now as it stands, going into the last minute and a half here in the third quarter, and just making all the things. 20 first downs for them, 12 to the Steelers 12. And this is the 13th play here on this drive.
Minute and 20 and counting here remaining in this third quarter. The pitch to Henderson trying the left side, and Henderson is going to get to the edge, but Patrick Queen came hurtling in and slowed him up as he got about a yard or so down to the 21.
And this is a third and medium here. This is a third and long, 3rd and 7. Usually anything 6 yards or longer is considered 3rd and long. big opportunity here for the defense to just turn them away. We know the Patriots are in field goal range here, so you wonder how aggressive they're going to get here on third down with the success that they've had so far in this game.
Defenders checking out of this game, hands on their hips. You can imagine that they must be getting worn out there. Now a third and a long 6 as Maye back to pass. Looking left, throws underneath it is complete, and it's Diggs. Diggs rolls forward, but is going to be about a yard short of a first down out in the left flat at the 16-yard line. Interesting decision here from Mike Vrabel and his coaching staff. They don't have to make it here because there's only 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They can sit on it if they'd like until the fourth quarter begins. But right now they're breaking the huddle as if to go for it. Fourth and almost 2 yards. The crowd up on its feet here. 3 seconds remaining, 2 seconds remaining, and they will not snap it here. They will wait, indeed, to the fourth quarter on 4th and 2 with the ball at the 16-yard line. It is time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Explore checking that lets you get paid up to 2 days early. Northwest Bank for what's next. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. With a score, the Steelers 14, the Patriots 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to Northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Is your business looking for local and national health coverage? If you have more than 50 employees, UPMC Health Plan has something new for you. UPMC National Access. UPMC National Access gives employees access to the top-ranked doctors and hospitals of UPMC, along with nationwide access through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network for the quality, affordable coverage that your company deserves, locally and nationally. Choose UPMC Health Plan.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The start of the fourth quarter is brought to you by Hyde Park. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for voting Hyde Park best steak in the city. The Patriots offense is on the field. They have to get down almost to the 14-yard line of the Steelers. The ball is marked at the 16 on a 4th and 2. Steelers enjoying a 14-7 lead as the Patriots break the huddle. Maye is in the shotgun, flanked by Henderson to his left, a tight end to his right. Diggs in motion left to right. Maye gets a snap, back to pass, looking, throws over the middle of the field. It's Hunter Henry, and it's a touchdown for the Patriots. The third, fourth down conversion of this game for the Patriots results in a touchdown, and they are an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was just way too easy coming off of the quarter break, going into the fourth quarter. Hunter Henry just runs unabated up the middle. Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen are talking to each other about who has who, like the Spider-Man meme. And Hunter Henry just drives right down the, I mean, it wasn't even a seam route. It was right down the middle of the field. Almost hit his head on the goalpost in the end zone.
Borregales, 6th-round pick out of Miami, who missed a couple extra points last week, lines this one up, boots it, and it is good. A 15-play, 88-yard drive that took 8 minutes 144 seconds has resulted in a tie game with the score of the Steelers 14, the Patriots 14. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers, capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
This year's senior class is back at homecoming, reunited and protected with mNEXSpike, the new COVID-19 vaccine from Moderna for adults 65 and older. That's because these seniors know they face the highest risk of severe COVID. mNEXSpike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA, is a COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older and for 12 to 64-year-olds at high risk for severe COVID. You shouldn't get mNEXSpike if you've had an allergic reaction to a previous Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. Common side effects include pain at the injection site, tiredness, headache, muscle or joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and underarm swelling or soreness. mNEXSpike may not protect everyone. This year's senior class came ready with a COVID-19 vaccine that helps them keep showing up. mNEXSpike from Moderna, here for the senior class. Visit mnexspike.com to schedule your vaccine today. That's mnexspike.com.
So we heard Amanda is off to school.
Yeah, big step. More independence.
She's not going to call every week asking for more money for books, is she?
With Smart Start Banking from S&T Bank, she gets budgeting tools, scholarship opportunities, and can send money using Zelle.
Wow. I guess college is about getting smarter, right?
Give them financial independence and yourself peace of mind. Stop by your local branch. Call 800-325-2265 or visit stbank.com. To send money with Zelle, both parties must have an eligible checking or savings account. Terms and conditions apply. S&T Bank. Member FDIC.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
We have a tie game with 14:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. Borregales with the boot and Sermon in the end zone. He's going to take a knee, and he almost brought it out.
He thought about it.
He thought about it. The ball is going to be marked at the 35. Can't argue with the field position. Defense has done its job creating 4 turnovers, and yet, man, this is a tie game, and yet it feels like the Steelers are trailing right now.
It does, because like you said, the 4 turnovers in this game should have yielded more points. It's only yielded 7 points on the day. So for the Steelers offense, they've got to get something going again. I would love to see them run in and get that surge up the middle and put the double teams on Barmore and Milton Williams and continue to run the ball. When they get out to the edges, that's just a tough proposition for this offensive line.
Rodgers under center. Play action pass, rolling out to his right. Looking, will throw it to Jonnu Smith in the flat, and Smith loses the football, and it's going to roll towards out of bounds. Did the Patriots get it in time? No, they did not.
Oh, it hit the line. It hit the line graciously.
Wow.
Woo! Talk about avoiding disaster
It was a
there.
fumble, and the ball went out of bounds, so it retains possession in Pittsburgh. Second down.
Smith lost the ball in the right flat, and Woodson almost got there. Yardage for the Patriots, 279. For the Steelers, 133. At the 14:28 mark of the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
actually
Harold
give
Landry.
132 now after the loss of 1 on that play. Rodgers under center. Gets a snap. Gives to Warren. Warren off the right side. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Keeps the legs turning. Gets out to about the 37. A pickup of about 2.5 yards is going to make it 3rd and 8 for the Steelers.
Trying to run outside stretch zone to the right-hand side. Robert Spillane, who, of course, Steeler Nation knows very well, a great downhill thumping backer, comes in, fills the gap, and hits Jalen Warren square. As soon as he gets over the line of scrimmage, Jalen able to churn forward and at least get that additional yardage to make this 3rd and 8.
Now this play feels critical for the Steelers offense. And probably for the Steelers defense as well. It could really use a break. Rodgers Lifts the foot, gets the snap, back to pass. Pressure on him. He hurls it up the right sideline and nobody home. But a flag comes in on Carlton Davis over the head of Metcalf. But he is going to be called for pass interference. Oh, what a break for the Steelers.
Pass interference, defense number 7. Ball we place in the spinal foul. First down.
That is a massive break for the Steelers.
Oh, that is a huge break. 23 yards. I'm watching the replay. Carlton Davis just very handsy at the end. He's looking at the ball, but he has both his hands and with red gloves on a white jersey. Very easy to see the bear hug from behind. Even though his head's looking back, he's still in contact with you. You're not allowed to touch your receiver after 5 yards unless it's hand fighting only, and he grabbed him.
All right, so now they're going to mark it back at the 45 instead of initially they had it spotted at the 40. But a huge break for the Steelers. It has been forever since they got a first down, and they picked that one up on the penalty.
And they're actually across into New England Patriots territory since midway through the second quarter.
Rodgers under center. Warren is a lone setback. Gets a snap. We'll give to Warren. Warren starts to the left. Is going to stay there. Spillane's going to hit him after a pickup of a yard or two inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Well, the good thing is, as long as the Steelers don't go backwards, technically we're in Boswell's range.
Wow.
As we have proven over this time, he can kick from the 50-yard line and make a 60-yarder. But this offense, you're talking about, that's hopefully the break that really gets them going, the catalytic converter that gives the spark for this team. But they've got to be on their P's and Q's, and they've got to score at the end of this drive. They've got to do that. There's not many opportunities left if New England gets the ball back.
Rodgers under center as Warren is a lone setback. Play action pass. Rodgers back, looking, going to loft, and nobody home in between two receivers at Austin and Metcalf along the right sideline, and just the ball landed right between the two of them.
Landed in between them. Marcus Jones in coverage on DK, and Carlton Davis on Calvin Austin. Can't really tell who that was. Like you said, it landed perfectly in between both of them. Not sure if DK got slowed up by Marcus Jones being in the interior position, or whether Calvin Austin broke the route off a little bit short on that one and didn't go the full distance. A miscommunication either way.
Just doesn't look like we're seeing a lot of open receivers right now for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, very sticky coverage by the New England defense.
Rodgers in the shotgun has 3 receivers to the left. Patriots showing pressure. They will bring 5. Rodgers back, throws left, and it is behind Freiermuth. Incomplete as Rodgers is dumped to the ground by Harold Landry, and the Steelers will have to punt it away.
And that's an interesting one because the outside throw was the one that you wanted in that situation. Marte Mapu in trail coverage of Pat Freiermuth, and it actually skins off the back of his jersey right over the nameplate, as though Rodgers kind of threw a little bit behind, but Harold Landry came and clipped Rodgers from behind at the end of that play. So you wonder if he was a little bit spooked by the rush and he couldn't get the ball outside.
Waitman gets the snap. Will boot it high, end over end. Marcus Jones will race up to grab it at the 17-yard line. So short punt, and the Patriots will have the ball at the 12:28 mark of the fourth quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues at the score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 14.
Rob King here, introducing the Wolfley 73 at Caliente Pizza and Draft House. A bold pizza built in honor of Steelers legend Craig Wolfley. And 73% of every sale goes to Light of Life Rescue Mission. Caliente, the official pizza of WDVE. Eat good, do good, just like Craig.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
You see the skyline, you drive over the bridges. We built that. Ironworkers Local Union Number 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. And you can start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train, build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wages over $27 with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com and apply now before time runs out.
Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from Underground Utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company. Chalk Talk, presented by Giant Eagle, airs live on 102.5 DVE from the Market District in Robinson every Tuesday with Steelers wide receiver Calvin Austin III. Top out for your chance to win game tickets to meet number 19. Chalk Talk, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for Market District on DVE.
The Pittsburgh Steelers play here on DVE.
I want to remind you this season the law firm of Bordas & Bordas will make a $500 donation to the Ronald McDonald House for every sack by the Steelers defense during the preseason and regular season. The Steelers defense has collected 10 sacks so far this season, 3 of them today, and Bordas & Bordas is on pace to donate $5,000 to the Ronald McDonald House. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. 3 sacks, 4 turnovers, and still we are tied as the Patriots get the ball from their own 17-yard line. 12:28 remains in the fourth quarter. Maye is under center, and he will turn and give to Henderson off the left side, and Henderson, after some initial contact, is able to get out to about the 23-yard line, and teams keep running left. They're trying to chip away at the Steelers defense that has been out there an absolute ton of this game.
Yeah, 27-20 and counting for the Steelers defense. If it stays on pace, it'll be the 3rd week in a row that the defense has outpaced the offense in time of possession, or the opponent offense has outpaced the Steelers offense. They've got to have some. I mean, they've made plays. We just need one more from this defense. That's what we're asking.
Maye in the shotgun, steps up, throws, crossing pattern complete, and it is his tight end Austin Hooper leaping in front of Chuck Clark to make the grab at the 35, right smack in the middle of the field, and another first down for the Patriots.
As we hear the hoop sound in the audience, the New England faithful is wide awake now. We had them suppressed early in this game, and the Steelers defense is doing everything they can. They're rotating guys and trying to play as much as they can, but you've got to get a pass rush on Drake Maye. The pass rush has kind of fallen off a little bit because of just the continual driving nature of this offense.
Empty set as Maye gets it, going to throw quickly to the right, has a man wide open, and up the right seam goes Austin Hooper, out across midfield to the Steelers 49. Just an easy pitch and catch. Hooper wide open, another big gain, and another first down.
Yeah, Steelers playing cover 4 in that one, and Austin Hooper runs the right side seam and just runs about 7 yards, little curl, hook up, and then just shoots forward for the first down.
Maye breaks the huddle with 10:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Sends Henderson out to the right, so he has an empty set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now TJ Watt will maneuver and come over center. Now he's going to hustle back to the left and then drop in coverage. And the throw out to the left flat, man is wide open. It's Henderson, steps out of bounds, and he will pick up, about 7 yards down, maybe call it 6 yards down to the 43-yard line of the Steelers.
And that was cover 7 in that moment because they dropped TJ off of the line of scrimmage to also create a first layer, and then you had 3 corners and a safety on the second layer right at the line of scrimmage. So only going with a 4-man rush here, and the Patriots are still finding the gaps in the zone.
Under center goes Maye and turns and gives to Henderson straight up the middle of the field, stutter step, and it looked like he had some room, and that was quickly stopped right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I want to say on that one, it looked like Y.A. Black kind of yanked the legs from under Stevenson and pulled him back because his body looked like he was going to fall across the first down. It looked like he got off the ground and just yanked him backwards.
Almost like a cartoon character with the old hook, the shepherd's hook.
Yeah, with the shepherd's hook, little crook or whatever.
Now a 3rd and a long one. Ball at the 41-yard line. Chuck Clark coming out late defensively here for the Steelers. Trying to communicate now as Maye will go quarterback sneak off left guard. And he's going to be just short across the 40, but needed to get to the 39. So now presumably because they've done it 3 times successfully before, the Patriots
100%.
will go for it here on 4th down once again.
Yeah, they are going to give it. Now, the question is it a pitch out? Is it a boot out? Or is it a dive play? Or is it a sneak? The Patriots have had success with 3 of those 4 so far in this game on 4th downs, but more importantly, 3rd and shorts. They've also used the quarterback sneak, just like they did on that last play. So will they go again or not?
Tightly bunched formation for both teams. Maye gets a snap. Play action pass. Rolling out. Maye in trouble. Pursued by T.J. Watt. Gets around him and picks up a 1st down. Watt is furious. He thinks he was held on the play. No call. And it is a 1st down for the Patriots on another 4th down conversion.
Second time they've ran that little quarter boot out after the fake on the dive play, and it's worked again. And T.J. Watt running around and Maye kind of getting the outside edge once again. Mac Hollins was a guy blocking T.J. Watt. That's what he was asking for the hold. I didn't really see it there in that moment, but they've got to figure out a way. 4 for 4 on 4th downs in this game.
Ball's at the 33-yard line. Maye in the shotgun. Back to pass. Pump fake. Has some time. Rolls to the left. Now back to the right. Steps up and down he goes. And the ball's loose. And it's recovered by T.J. Watt. A strip sack. A Watt recovery as Herbig got home and knocked it away. A fifth turnover created by this Steelers defense.
Just when you think they are out of it, they come back and they do something spectacular. Great job by Herbig. Great recovery by T.J. Watt.
7:41 remains in the 4th quarter from Gillette Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 14, the Patriots 14.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
When it comes to your home, don't settle for average. West Shore Home has completed over 25,000 remodeling projects in the Pittsburgh area, and they're ready to help you next. From baths and windows to doors and flooring, they make home remodeling easy. They only use highly trained employee installers, never subcontractors. That means there's no guessing games or surprises. Plus, right now, lock in free installation at westshorebath.com. That's westshorebath.com. West Shore Home. Remodeling reimagined.
Right now is the best time for you to sell your current home or buy your next one. Don't gamble with your largest asset. It's more important than ever to partner with the right real estate team. At RE/MAX Select Realty, their experienced full-time realtors will help remove the stresses of interest rates, multiple offers, and low inventory. Don't miss this limited opportunity to save on your next move. Call 724-933-6300 or visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind eStore Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Well, these young Patriots have had some guys with fumbling issues. Ramondre Stevenson had lost 7 fumbles since the beginning of last year. Most in the NFL among running backs. Make it 8 now. Drake Maye lost 6 fumbles last year. Make it 7 for him now since the beginning of last season. A huge break with the ball at the 38-yard line of the Steelers in a tie ball game. Rodgers in the shotgun. Taps both sides of the helmet. Lifts the foot, gets the snap. Patriots bringing pressure. Rodgers throws over the middle of the field, complete on a quick slant to Calvin Austin. He's going to pick up about 8 to the 46-yard line.
That's what we need. We need these nice little quick hitters, middle of the field, find the guy open, hit him, instead of kind of waiting back, wait for the longer developing plays. Let's try and be quick hitting just to get some offensive movement going and get into a rhythm.
And get that defense off the field and keep them rested. The Steelers trying to pick up their first down of the second half. That wasn't by penalty. Rodgers under center on a 2nd and 2. Gets the snap. Turns, gives to Jalen Warren, and he finds a crease off the left side, cuts back to the right, and is wrestled down in Patriots territory at the 48-yard line by Jones, but a good, solid pickup. And the first down this half that has not come via a penalty.
Yeah, the first natural first down, 14th one on the game. This is the rhythm we're talking about. Let's get in there. Let's continue to do things. Spencer Anderson reports in as the jumbo guy. Whatever we need to do, just create an opportunity and get some rhythm and let this defense get a rest. They've done their job today.
And those jumbo guys are lined up on the right, and now Jonnu Smith motions to the left. 2 receivers that way. Under center is Rodgers. Play action pass. Back, throwing. Has Warren out on the left flat. Straight up the middle of the field. Makes a man miss. Weaves forward. Gets inside the 35-yard line. And down to the 33 of the Patriots. And another first down for the Steelers.
What can Jumbo do for you? That's right. Tons of fun on the right side. Does a great job of getting the defense to shift over to the right, allowing for Jalen Warren to sneak out back to the left on a throwback shot. And first down, and we've got rhythm, and we've actually gotten to a real scoring position for this Steelers squad. So let's keep the momentum, continue to grind the clock, and come away with points here.
Ball on the left hash. That clock says 5:37 and counting in a 14-14 game in the fourth quarter. Metcalf in motion left to right. Rodgers gets the snap. Will give to Warren off right guard. Finds a big hole and picks up another 5-yard pop on first down inside the 30. Down close to the 28-yard line. And now a little pushing and shoving after the play. And looks like, I don't know if it was DK Metcalf involved with Jalen Hawkins. Hawkins is certainly pointing at Metcalf, but no flags thrown.
Yeah, tried to run the little feint to push off type of deal. Apparently that was not even Emmy-worthy, let alone an Oscar-worthy performance on that one. Referees are unmoved by his performance.
Hey, faking it in hockey gets you a 2-minute penalty.
See, I wish they'd sit a guy out for a penalty box on that one. I could take Carlton Davis not being in the game.
2nd and 5, Rodgers under center. Warren is the lone setback. Rodgers play action pass, looking, now he's going to drift out to his left, has some room to run, and Rodgers will slide down close to the 25-yard line. In fact, looks like where they're going to mark it at the 25-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 to bring up a 3rd and 2.
I don't blame you. Young Rodgers probably would have tried to dive head first, but old Rodgers, young Kaylavon Chason, I'm taking the slide all day.
So now 3rd and 2, and this crowd at Gillette Stadium is on its feet. There's plenty of terrible towels swirling as well. Huge play here for the Steelers, trying to keep this drive alive. 4:10 and counting. Rodgers in the shotgun as Warren to his left, steps to the line of scrimmage, gestures to his right, settles back into the shotgun, and now he wants a timeout. Calls a timeout right at the 4-minute mark.
And the clock was about to go at 0, so heads up play for him to find it in the same direction.
Well, a huge play awaits. 3rd and 2. And now let's see what Clete Blakeman is calling as he's looks like he's called the timeout here for the Steelers. So each team is getting it attended to out in the field, getting some water. And Max, not only do you've got the great Chris Boswell waiting in the wings, but you don't want to settle for that, and you want to, if you possibly can, use up as much clock as you can, make them use their timeouts. If you need Chris Boswell, hopefully it's with 37 seconds left and you're going for the lead at that point.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you must get these 2 yards by any means necessary. If you're the offensive line, you've got to strain. Stay on the block if it's going to be a run, and stay on your block if it's going to be a pass. Do not allow a free rusher to Aaron Rodgers. Allow him to pick this defense apart if it's pass, or if you are going to go run, you've got to come out with a ballistic enema type of mentality.
3 receivers to the right. Rodgers in the shotgun has Warren to his left. Now Freiermuth motions right to left. Warren gets a snap. He'll give to Jalen Warren as Rodgers hands to Warren, and Warren hurdles forward and picks up the first down at the 21-yard line.
That's a big play, and Jalen Warren knew it. As soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he's like, if I hurdle and I hop, they're going to carry me forward. And what a great job by Jalen Warren to sacrifice his body, put himself mid-air in that, and take the hit but fall forward. AFF, Jalen Warren, always falling forward.
Oh, that is a huge pickup. 3.5 and counting remaining here in this fourth quarter of a 14-14 game. Steelers on the march with the ball at the 21-yard line of the Patriots. Jonnu Smith is motioned back, I formation, Warren deep in the I. Rodgers pointing forward, now settles under center, gets a snap, gives to Warren, penetration in the backside. He's hit. However, he's able to escape Tonga's would-be tackle and get back closer to the line of scrimmage. Still going to lose a yard. And by the way, Warren and Carlton Davis now jawing.
Oh, they're jawing, and I'm surprised Carlton Davis didn't get a flag. He actually pushed the referee out of his way in that moment. Normally, you're not allowed to touch the zebras out there. Apparently being very liberal in that moment. But, yeah, watch what 4 and 7. They've been going at it.
So 2:45 remains here in this fourth quarter as Rodgers breaks the huddle. He has Gainwell to his left, trips to his right. 7 on the play clock. Rodgers surveying the field. Lifts the leg, and now movement on the right side of the offensive line. Looks like Troy Fautanu moved first here.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, this changes what you want to call, changes perhaps what you want to do, changes your thoughts on the clock perhaps.
Well, and it stops the clock because it's a dead ball penalty, so you don't even get that churning clock with the start of the next play. So it definitely was a inopportune time for a false start by the young right tackle.
The ball is picked up as the officials aren't ready yet. Officials strode in, snatched the ball up so a play couldn't be run. Now the officials are ready for the play to be run. It is a 2nd and 16. Rodgers back in the shotgun. As Kenneth Gainwell to his left, gets the snap, back to pass, looking, throws to Gainwell, screen to the left side. Gainwell cuts toward the middle of the field, crosses the 20, and barrels forward down close to the 17-yard line. So the Patriots will use their first timeout with 2:20 remaining. And boy, that was just what the doctor ordered. As the Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during the season, it has to be Heinz. And so with that pickup, it now sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 6 here, Max.
Yeah, this is a 3rd and long, but the shortest of the longs. When you're thinking about what you can run, you still have about half your playbook available to you, and now you're forcing New England into a position where they have to burn these timeouts. Obviously, 20 seconds before we get to the 2-minute warning. So keep the ball in motion, force them to burn another one of those timeouts. So then if you do turn it over to them on the plus side of less than 2 minutes, they only have one timeout to work with. And you hope this drive, get a conversion here. Don't want to have to rely on Boz just yet either.
Rodgers breaks the huddle with a ball marked at the 17-yard line. Steelers have to get down to the 11 to pick up a first down. Rodgers has Warren to his left. Thrusts the hands out, now puts him back to his side. Raises the foot, gets the snap. Back to pass, looking, throwing left towards the end zone. Back shoulder, touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's Calvin Austin in the end zone. Rodgers to Austin. 2nd touchdown pass of the game for Rodgers. And the Steelers have retaken the lead at the 2:16 mark of the fourth quarter.
That was a beautifully executed play by Aaron Rodgers. Back shoulder fake, Calvin Austin in man coverage on the left side. Just runs a straight streak route, a 9 route, up the sideline. Aaron released that ball before Calvin even turned his head around, and when Calvin turned his head around, hands were there. DB didn't even see it, couldn't even break on the ball, and now the Steelers, number 5-10 for Aaron Rodgers. Of course, 7 points potentially after this.
Yep, Boswell, the extra point, it is up. It is good. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. What a play when the Steelers offense desperately needed it. With a score, the Steelers 21, the Patriots 14. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Confluence Financial Partners provides financial guidance that balances living fully today, preparing confidently for tomorrow, and securing what matters most. As your partner in wealth management and a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they act as the quarterback of your financial plan, helping you navigate life's transitions and milestones. Your legacy deserves more than a plan. It deserves a partner. Discover how Confluence Financial Partners can help you build yours at confluencefp.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
When it comes to your roof, trust matters. This is Brian Murphy, and I own Easy Home Exteriors. I'm not a national chain. I'm not backed by private equity. I'm your neighbor, and this is my business. Roofing is where we shine, so if you've been thinking about replacing your roof, let's talk. I use quality materials, do the job right, and never cut corners. You won't pay for big overhead or pushy salespeople. Just honest, affordable work from a local guy who cares. No gimmicks, no games, just roofing done right. Call 412-678-7008 or visit easydidit.com.
It's estimated there will be 150 million tons of textile waste by 2030, which has a devastating impact on our environment. Introducing Knotsland. Knotsland takes the best in textile discards and reuses them to recreate stylish accessories that everyone loves. Bow ties. Knotsland sustainable products are stylish and guaranteed to turn heads and start conversations. Visit knotsland.com to learn more about their inspiriting story. That's KNOTZLAND.com. Visit their unique collection today.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Now the Steelers defense creating a fifth turnover. The Steelers offense responds. A 9-play, 62-yard drive took 5:25, 17 yards from Rodgers to Austin, 21-14, 2:16 remaining. Here's a boot by Boswell, taken by Henderson. He is dangerous, gets it at the 5, crosses the 20, and he's hit by Jack Sawyer as he gets to the 26-yard line. So excellent coverage by the Steelers special teams. Here are the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Financial advice is closer than you think. All fourth quarter. Carolina over Atlanta 30-0. Green Bay on top of Cleveland 10-3. Houston and Jacksonville not at a 10. Minnesota leads the Bengals 48-3. Philadelphia is clawed back in 26-21 in that game. The Rams still leading. Tampa Bay 26-13 over the Giants. A couple more scores to get to in a moment as May gets a snap. Back to pass, looking left on an out pattern and is complete. And Booty will make the grab and will pick up, about 8 on that first down play. 2 more scores. Indianapolis over Tennessee 34-20. And Washington leading Las Vegas 34-16. 2:07 remains here in the fourth quarter at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Steelers enjoying a 21-17 lead as May in the shotgun on a 2nd and 3. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking, and he's going to throw underneath. It is complete off the right side to Hunter Henry, and Henry right at the 40-yard line is stopped instantaneously, but it is a first down for the Patriots, and it brings us to the 2-minute warning timeout brought to you by Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and value to Steelers Nation. Visit your neighborhood store or order online with curbside pickup and delivery. With the score, the Steelers 21, the Patriots 14. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrissure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
2-minute warning has elapsed, and now, with exactly 2 minutes left, the ball is marked at the 40-yard line of the Patriots on the right hash. They have 2 timeouts remaining, as do the Steelers. 21-14 Steelers lead. Maye in the shotgun. It's an empty set for him as he gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, throws left to Henderson, who leaked out from an H-back position. Henderson picks up about 7. Stop there at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Juan Thornhill on the stop. They motioned Henderson up into the line to make it look like an empty set, and then he just ran up and just ran a straight out route from that up back position.
Same formation here. Maye under duress from the backside, looking downfield, being chased by Herbig, keeps on his feet and dances into Steelers territory across the 40 and down to the 37-yard line of the Steelers with 1:31 remaining.
You cannot allow Drake Maye to break contain. TJ Watt looped on the inside. The defensive lineman never came back out to create the contain. Drake Maye sees that, leaks right, and just sprints down the sideline. We know he's deadly with his feet, and he made the Steelers defense pay on that one.
Maye in the shotgun has Henderson to his right. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Maye back to pass. Looking, pump fakes, is hit in the backfield, shrugs it off. Hit this time, doesn't shrug off. TJ Watt back at the 40-yard line. 2nd sack of the game for Watt, and the Patriots need to use a timeout.
And TJ has been working so hard here. He didn't even do his big stomp boot on that one. He just came around the edge, beats Morgan Moses on a nice rip move, the retrace up the field, and just wraps Maye down for the loss and forcing the Patriots to call that timeout with 1:25 left. We need some more magic here. We need the spirit of renegade, as Wolf would ask for. A little bit of mojification in the stadium here.
5th sack by the Steelers as Ramondre Stevenson checks in to a 2nd and 13 as Maye gets the snap. Back to pass, looking, throws underneath, and incomplete, intended for Pop Douglas, but it was well behind him as the pass rush may have affected Maye on that play.
Well, Nick Herbig coming off that edge, his right, offensive left, and Will Campbell's just had a struggle with Nick Herbig all day today. Feeling the pressure, he steps up, and that ball just slides off of Demario Douglas's jersey. He went down to catch it, scooped it underneath, but just could never secure the football. So a big 3rd down here for the Steelers defense. See if they can get off the field.
3rd and 13. Maye gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, steps up, throws. It is complete, short of the sticks over the middle of the field. It is hauled in by Hunter Henry. The ball's at the 28, and it will bring up a 4th and 1.
Patriots perfect on the day on 4th downs. And Steelers want to take another look at this, try and come up with a great play. Steelers timeout, okay. Yeah, you got to come up with a play. If this is a moment to turn somebody away on 4th down when you haven't done it all day, this is the moment, Rob King. And the Steelers have to come with everything they got. And you can't allow for that little boot out that Drake Maye really likes out the back door. You fake the handoff underneath, and then he runs a reverse boot out to the right-hand side. Got to keep him corralled and see to make sure that that's not the play, because that's one that's burned you on 3rd and shorts and as well as on 4th and short here in this game.
Well, it won't be a quarterback sneak because Maye is in the shotgun on 4th and a long one. 1:07 remains. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of the Steelers. See this creeping up to show pressure. Here they come. Maye throws out to the left to Pop Douglas, who stepped backwards and is tackled. And it's Eccles who comes up with his stop. I don't know whether Pop Douglas would have had the 1st down, but Eccles made sure he didn't. And he brought him down by the ankles in the left flat, and the Steelers have turned over the Patriots on downs.
The spirit of Craig Wolfley is alive and well. The mojo is complete. My goodness, what a way to finish it. You were 0 for 4 as a defense, turning the Patriots away.
Just with 1 minute, 3 seconds on the game clock, 1:03.
And the Steelers have done it. 4 of 5 on fourth downs for the day. None bigger than in that moment. And all they have to do is take some knees. Only one timeout left for this squad of the Patriots. And the Steelers are only 1 minute and 3 seconds away from being 2-1.
It took 5 sacks and 5 turnovers for the Steelers to get a fingernail clinging 21-14 win as they get the snap. Now Rodgers takes a knee. Presumably the Patriots will use one of their timeouts. They haven't yet.
No need to, because they know that once they do, they still have to do it. So you're just delaying the inevitable here. So let that clock run down. One more knee will do it in this game.
43 seconds, 42, 41, 20-second differential between the play clock and the game clock.
Yeah, snap that ball at 25 and let's be done with it.
Come to the line of scrimmage. Rodgers, victory formation, gets a snap, takes a knee, and that's it. The Steelers, Mike Vrabel trotting across the field to congratulate Mike Tomlin. The Steelers have found a way to win thanks to an heroic effort by this defense. That's the end of the game with the final score. The Steelers 21, New England 14, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stay tuned for Steelers' first reaction in the Mike Tomlin postgame press conference. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Calusi Chevrolet, serving the Pittsburgh area for over 106 years. By Always Safe Flagging and Traffic Control, making traffic safe again. Call 412-301-2300 or visit us online at awsafe.net for a quote today. By Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. By Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 7-time World Pizza Champions. Order today at worldsbestpizza.com. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Gateway Clippers Shuttle Service, the best way to a Steelers game. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride at a price you love. By Confluence Financial, your team for wealth management and proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. ConfluenceFP.com. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. And by